about Joe Cronin. Like, I could care less. I'm not really a fan of Joe Cronin, but definitely not a fan.
He thinks he's Howard Stern, and he's got a cool way of talking in the microphone, and he's a very shock jock or whatever. But I have to explain, he looks like one of those guys from Long Island that wants to be a white rapper.
That guy is retarded, and yeah, I could care less about him, dude.
This is the Epic Voice Guy. You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show.
Over 50 million views. You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show. The Joe Cronin Show.
The Joe Cronin Show.
I hope you hang your mother. This country sucks! This place sucks! CNN masturbated all fucking day. Dude, I will eat your fucking asshole out and then spit it into your mouth, baby bird style. Wow!
This would be the Disturbed guy would do that.
Who wants to go? Call the show. I'll fuck your ass!
Fuck you!
Fuck you! I wanna kill myself!
Fuck me!
If I think it sucks,
oh, super chat party!
Family jewels instead of
The
balls.
Joe Cronin Show.
Madamax12, what's up, Madamax12? Thank you for the fucking $2 donation already. What's up, Madamax? A 0 out of 10 PG family fucking jewels. Madamax giving this fucking abomination tonight a shit score. And you know what, Madamax? You're fucking dead on, bro. What a fucking boring piece of shit this was tonight. What the fuck did I watch tonight? Fucking go home show, dude. This should have been called the fucking go to sleep show. Hey, at least they talked about the Rumble a bit. You know, I hadn't been doing that at all. Then tonight, at least they talked about the Royal Rumble. Since we're about to have the Royal Rumble, it's always good that you talk about the event that you're supposed to have. Imagine that. We talked about the event that we're supposed to have. But anyway, this was the Royal Rumble go-home show. And I really did think this show was a piece of Class A, Grade A, roast beef pussy garbage. Tonight's Monday Night Raw, I felt was a shit show. Actually, it's funny because I had something to do. It was like 2 minutes left or something in this match. And I had something quickly that I wanted to do real quick before I started the show. And I was like, well, I can't miss what's going to happen. And then I looked at it and I was like, man, you know, Sasha and Balor, they really need to get this win. Like, they must have this win. And I was like, well, Natalia's out there, so... And so they tagged in Natalia with about 2 minutes left in the match. And I went, ah, ha, ha, see ya, pussycat bitch. And I walked out of the room knowing exactly how that was going to end. And thank God. So I had time to start some of this shit on my channel that I wanted to start, to get my heater over here going so I could get all warm by the heater fire. And I could get all happy down in my cockles. And I did get happy. I did get happy in my cockles. Jake DeMarco's here. What's up, Jake?
What's going on? At least you're nice and warm. Our heat isn't working because it's -4 degrees.
Well, that's what I'm saying is our heat isn't really working that well, so I pulled out the heater.
Our pipes are frozen, got no water. Gotta love it.
Yeah, that's,
I was hoping Raw would make this night a little bit better, but the opening was good too. I was like, hey, a little different. I like it.
What?
Decent start, and then They just lost it.
What
it was torture.
The opening, I mean, Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins was pretty decent tonight. I thought their match was fine. I liked their match. I liked their exchange a little bit. Again, it still reminds me of WrestleMania 11 time. Like, it just reminds me of, like, pretty good, but my friends aren't going to watch. I know that. And then, the opening, it was all right. It just, to me, this show sucked tonight. I was bored. I would say, like, bored. I didn't fall asleep, and I didn't, like, flip out or anything like that. I just literally felt actually bored. I kept watching, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, that's the problem. You weren't, like, pissed off about anything. You weren't excited about anything. There was just no emotion at all. So then it just really drags on and feels utterly painful. And that's the biggest problem of it all. At least some nights I'm like, Jesus, this is tedious, but I'm invested because I'm angry. I didn't even have that kind of, I had no emotion at all tonight. The clock I saw just tick backwards at a few points.
My favorite part of the night, I got my surround sound hooked up.
Oh,
so
nice.
my favorite part of the night, to be honest, 100%.
Tag!
No, I mean, like, kind of, because it was his idea. But Vince McMahon coming out. No chance! Like, I started fucking... I'm in my living room, and I don't know what it was during the emotion of that time or during the pacing of that moment where I was, like, marking out for Vince McMahon. Like, weirdly. I don't know why. But I was like, hell yeah, here comes Vince. And you know what? I figured it out. All the people that bow when he comes there, and everybody says, like, you fake fuck, you should boo Vince. Everybody should be booing Vince McMahon. But I think the problem is people still really love the character of Vince McMahon. So when people are cheering Vince, sometimes it's all because he founded all this and it belongs, we wouldn't be here without him. And the other part of that is they really are cheering the character. But the creative Vince McMahon at this point, like, people want to give him an F. So
you want to give him an enema,
Yeah, give him a fucking enema and jerk him off.
Purge the bullshit and start anew.
Yeah, go ahead and do it. Whatever it takes to make people happy is what I'm down with. What's up, guys? If you guys want to donate tonight, the link is down below in the description box. As always, Streamlabs or Twitch alerts, it's down there. You can use PayPal, your credit cards, or whatever. Funds the show, keeps me going, keeps me alive, keeps me eating pussy. And Jake DeMarco is here. He's wet and sassy. And if you want to do Super Chat because it's more convenient, feel free to do that. It's down below the $ listed. There are a few special donations for Super Chat. Those are listed below. A lot of people passed out early tonight, I think. That's just my speculation based on the type of show we got tonight. This was a really sleeper of a show. It is the opposite of what happened the other night on the Patriots versus Kansas City, where they set a record and were a more watched, they drew a bigger rating than the Super Bowl last year. The Patriots versus Kansas City last night drew a bigger rating than the goddamn Super Bowl. My guess is part of that played into that was the fact that nobody could fucking move out of their houses because so many people were freezing last night. So that probably helped a bit. But it's just incredible. That beat the fucking rating, beat the Super Bowl rating for last year. It's crazy. You'll never see that. And then somebody brought this up. A couple different people have brought this up to me, but I wanted to give credit to the specific person. I forget. So wherever he is, hopefully let me know that it was you. I forgot. I'm so sorry. He mentioned to me, he was like, Vince McMahon is trying to do the XFL thing and compete with the NFL, and AEW is kind of doing the wrestling thing, and they're saying that, they don't want to worry about competing with WWE. That's not their goal. A lot of people always say that, and they said they didn't want to be like Impact. But you know what? I don't think Impact ever really did try to compete with WWE, really. They sort of always stayed away, too. One time or something, I remember they had a promo package of like, fuck WWE, and we're coming for them, Vince, and Monday night, we're going to come on Monday night. Like, they sort of did that for like 4 weeks, and then that went away. And that was like one time. I don't remember any other times, really, where they really pushed the envelope against the WWE. I think that's the mistake. I think the mistake is not going after the WWE. I don't think TNA really did it. I think somebody should do that and say, we are coming after you. I think if you did that, you would create a two-player situation. But if you just say, we're not doing that, we're worried about our own stuff. And I don't know, but maybe that's a good decision to be worried about your own thing. It's always a good decision to be worried about your own thing and be innovating and doing your thing while sort of saying, yeah, we're coming to get him. But, you know, we're really focused on our own thing, though. So it kind of like playing both sides of it. But I don't know, whatever. I guess it doesn't matter. All that matters is people are going to watch them over this garbage every single time. I mean, you can tell by the people watching right now. 971 watching the show right now. Normally, I got 1,200, 1,300 in here. I guarantee you, because this happens every once in a while, we go under 1,000 viewers. When I go under 1,000 viewers, it's almost always a boring, tiring show.
Yeah, people just passed out and didn't make it.
Yeah, people passed the fuck out. Fuck that owl, K-Dog. That's right, fuck that owl. We did.
The Impact did that a lot, where it was always indirect. You know, they would make their snide remarks and, you know, their little jokes, but it was, like you said, it was only once that I can think of, as you brought up, that they made like a direct attack that we're coming for you.
Right.
But other times they would say like offhanded comments, and, you know, they'd pull a cat fucker and make it, you know, very ominous, not directed, you know.
They'd pull a cat fucker. I don't know who you're talking about.
I don't know.
Let me try to call in. That way you can trigger the sounds. Because I know there's something wrong with the video for some reason.
Yeah, no sounds, no pictures. We're professional.
Yeah, well, I can get you up, but it's a pain in the ass. And then my video doesn't work on your thing for some reason.
It's hard to pick me up. I'm heavy, Joe.
Well, I'll rape you. I mean, I'll pick you up.
It's different if you're willing.
I got to call myself real quick.
The thing that kills me about tonight was that we saw Braun wrestle.
Yeah,
we saw him compete in the ring. It didn't even click to me until somebody brought it up on Twitter, and I was like, "Oh yeah." So all this about him, you know, losing the match because he wasn't cleared to wrestle for the Rumble, they just didn't want to see him lose again. That's really all. They're not comfortable with Braun having the belt.
Yeah,
it has to be, or else they would have given him that match.
It might be. It might be they're not ready for it yet, or maybe he wasn't fully healed. And maybe this week he was like, "Hey, I feel good. Here we go."
But if they had a chance of him, you know, if they wanted this match, I think they would have waited one more week to settle it. You know, I just, when Vince wants something, he'll move heaven and earth to get it. I just, this scene.
Is that how he got to you?
Hey, that is. It just seems like they don't have confidence in Braun.
Yeah, it might be. It might be it.
They didn't want him to lose. I mean, that lines up as well, but just speaks volumes about how little faith they have in their roster at this point in time. I liked how they brought attention yet again. I mean, it was a repeat of last week, but they're really hammering it home. And maybe because it has so much truth to it, with Vince last year not giving Finn Balor the match at the Royal Rumble against Brock Lesnar. Right. Now we're actually getting it. But they said last year, oh, he's not over enough. People will comment on the size difference. They'll say, you know, it's unmatched and it's not believable. And, you know, they're not going to be able to suspend their disbelief. And I enjoy how they brought all that to light tonight with the David and Goliath, you know, story, and Vince's retelling of the story in his own words, you know, changing the story. I thought that was, I liked that. I thought it was interesting, and I didn't mind the fact that Lesnar got involved. The refereeing is troubling, you know, when Lesnar attacks Finn on the outside, even though Braun threw Finn into Brock, it's still an attack. He suplexed him. Should have been a disqualification there, and then 3 times afterwards. But the bell doesn't ring till he F5s him in the ring. All right, fine. You know, they play with the rules to, you know, they do it all the time. It's frustrating. I don't like it tonight either, but you go along with it just because what else are you going to do? I still didn't mind that opening segment, though. They didn't tear anybody down. They were able to build Finn up. And it made me curious as how they're going to, you know, deal Sunday. Who's going to walk away with the title? Are they going to go with Finn Balor, or is Brock going to be at Mania?
And people are still speculating about the demon thing no matter what. And I wonder if they're setting up Finn loses here but wins as the demon sometime other time. Or people think it's going to be a surprise demon. Imagine if it was a surprise demon and then Lesnar beat the demon.
That would be something else. I mean, Finn has lost the demon before, but not on the main roster. So in the ESPN article that's been out as well, is been misquoted quite a bit.
Right.
Because originally it wasn't that he absolutely said no. He just said, I don't have any new gear. I don't have any new looks. I don't have any new ideas right now, but we're still 6 days away. So I'm sure something will come up. That's what he actually said. So
that's a vague comment.
Yeah, that's the actual comment. And a lot of people are misquoting with him saying that he relies on the demon too much, which wasn't.
We haven't seen him in forever, though. Like, it's been a while.
That's why I wasn't understanding why that was being said. We've seen it once in 2018, I believe, maybe twice.
I don't even know. Like, I feel like
it
I've seen
wasn't
him
even
once.
at Mania last year, you know. So
it was that surprise SummerSlam. All right, let me play these donations and let me try to see if I can get these sounds to trigger for you.
Super Chat Party.
What's up, Jim M?
1/10 turned it off when the main event came on.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of advertised that as the main event, so I mean, I did think that was the main event, but when it came on, I kind of forgot and went, oh yeah, like this is the main event. I forgot. Jesus. Oh my God! Hey, we got the sounds working right away. Look at that, how quick that was.
Yeah,
that was very fast. Let me just change my echo off. There we go. Jim M, what's up, Jim? Thanks for the donation, man. Let's see what else you guys got. What's up with the chat? How you guys doing? Demon Rosemary, she put on some pounds. What's up with Demon Rosemary? Looking a little bit thick. I love her though. I love her.
Party.
Love Demon Rosemary.
Haha, just realized it was Go Home Show Infinity 10 then.
Negative Infinity 10, Madamax. So he's even more angry now. Madamax is even more fucking angry at this point. Somebody was so angry on Twitter earlier, they were like, Joe, I'm so mad about this show, I'm going to donate $50 to you, because fuck everything!
To burn it all down.
It was really funny. And then some other YouTuber chimed in and was like, why would you donate money to this guy? And then the person wrote, you're a fag. And then he got benched on Twitter by Twitter.
Party.
Sorry to JC, got suspended.
EC3 with Dana Brooke. Kill me now. F you, Vince.
EC3 is where to be. The most cheesiest song in TV. EC3 top 1%.
Nah, I like my Fuck That Owl song better. Remember this?
The new day, that's who.
Jim M, what's up?
Delete
that fucking owl.
Delete that fucking owl. Delete that fucking owl. I will eat that owl's motherfucking meat. Delete that fucking owl. Ooh. Delete the fucking owl. Anthem Sports and Jeff Jarrett. Suck my fucking cock. Delete the fucking owl.
Here we go.
Yeah.
TNA Impact.
Huh. Shit. Fuck that owl. Fuck that owl. Fuck that owl's face. Fuck that owl. Fuck that owl. Impact is a disgrace. Fuck that owl. Fuck that fucking owl. This is for Senor Benjamin. Yo, fuck that fucking owl. In the mouth. Fuck that fucking owl in the mouth to lift thyself. Fuck that owl.
Fuck
that owl. Fuck that owl. Fuck that owl. Delete. I'll eat its meat. Delete. I'll eat its meat. I'll eat a feast. I'll feast on that owl's meat. Delete.
Okay. Sorry, I just lost my mind there for a minute. Let me play this.
Give me a hell yeah!
Did Vince and the crappy writing team just read the Bible before the show and decided to work that into promos tonight? David and Goliath. Cutting off hair and washing feet? At least an attempt in my opinion at a go-home show, 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10, DJ M3. I kind of agree with you on some of that, DJ. It just wasn't good enough for me to give it a more than a 3, but I do get what you're saying, and I can agree with that.
Here we go, about to get it, man. Here we
go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh no! Oh no, sir!
I stopped watching after the second hour.
I don't blame
This
you.
show just made me more tired. It was pathetic. Your review really made me wake up.
Wake the fuck up, everybody. Casey Rose, what's up? I'm sorry you guys had to watch Monday Night Raw. A special shout out to the people over in England and in Europe who are awake right now for some fucking reason, who had to watch this abomination. I don't know how you guys stay up and watch this shit live in Europe, in the UK, England.
Yeah, starting
wherever.
at 2 in the morning, you know.
Yeah. Get out of here, bro. That's
or
like
1 in the morning, whatever it is. Yeah, I forgot
ECW
that.
was over by like 2:30 a.m. back in the day. Like, this shit is not ECW. You stayed up for that in America.
Here we go. I'm about to get it, man. Here we go. About to get it, man. Here
The
we
movie
go.
critic.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, no.
I think the movie critic just wanted to drop $5 of love. Movie critic, thank you, man. Thanks for the love. I appreciate you. And you know what? Because you fucking did that, I'm going to touch myself. All right, I don't know what to say after that. Oh, okay, so let me see where the movie critic stands. Shit, bro, the movie critic is beasting. We are 11 minutes behind. Let me get a couple more of these in, and we'll get back to the Raw review ourselves here. Hey, what's up to the chat? We got Terry and Gordon in the chat, Chris Lee, King 101, K-Dog, Alexander the Great's in there. He's jerking off. I'm surprised they really didn't Black History the fucks out of the show. Yeah, they kind of did the first half.
I fell asleep 3 times during this pile of hippo shit. 1/10.
Wow. Wow. Austin Young. Austin, thanks, man. No, I mean, you're right. They didn't mention it after the opening, but they had a major fucking opening, dude. There was like a fucking 7-minute opening with Martin Luther King. Like, there was a giant virtue signal, and then they were like tolling the bell 10 times and shit. Fucking, I love it. You know, Martin Luther King, awesome. Like, great day. I love it. Like, but wow, they went out, bro.
Super chat.
They went, oh.
Ronda lost tonight was good 8/10.
Ronda lost tonight, so it was good. 8 out of 10 says CJ Crum.
I'm still surprised people flipped on her so quickly.
Did they?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people were behind her, and now they're against her.
God, I hope the Rams win.
Fuck you, Jay Powers.
I hope you die, motherfucker. I hope you die in a church fire.
Sorry. I'm joking, Jay Powers.
Give me a hell yeah!
Being the Elite episode was better than this. Fell asleep during Seth vs. Drew match and heard was the best thing of the night.
Wow.
Sasha going to AU rumors, who knows? Revival and Edgeheads being pushed like taking a shit just going down the toilet.
Yeah, dude, Zack Ryder and Hawkins. Serious stroke game. Thank you for the $3. Dude, Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins, like, hey, we're back together, man. Like, cool. Did you hear the fucking pin drop in that place, or?
No one gave a shit.
I mean, I kind of thought it was kind of cool in a way, but I was like, man, what is going on?
Well, Kurt Hawkins is on the losing streak, so they want to keep that going. So what are they going to do? Just continue to lose together? I mean, it doesn't really work for him now.
What was the reason for that? What was the reason? All right, so I stepped out of the ring. I almost said I stepped out of the ring. I stepped out of the room for a few minutes, and when I came in, that match had started. Why in the fuck was Hawkins the referee?
There was a backstage segment going on, and they basically pled to Vince for their chance, the Revival did, to go ahead and say, please give us another title shot. You know, we want to go ahead and have our chance, and we'll get our own referee, because they felt like they were screwed the week before with the ref.
Yeah.
At their second attempt. So, you know, we don't want any kerfuffle bullshit. You know, we want someone, we'll pick them. That's when Kurt Hawkins came around, and Vince said, I can't put you in a match. You've lost too much, which was funny. And then
you shouldn't even be in the company at this point.
Pretty much, but so then the Revival got Vince is like, oh, I got a great idea. I'll make him, you'll get your match, and he'll be the special guest referee. And they started to butter up, you know, Kurt Hawkins and be like, hey, you know, you're looking good kind of idea. So
that's crazy.
But he was probably the best referee we've had in a while, you know, very efficient. His eyes were on the prize, and there was no deviating from the from the plan. And unfortunately, that was not good for the Revival. And the funny thing is, you know, in a way, it felt like not a punishment, but an underhanded back slap to them. Like, you know, you're here, you're going to deal with what you have to do, and I have you, I own you, kind of. That, you know, because Vince is very petty. We've seen this for weeks now. We've known it for years, actually. And from what I've heard today, their contracts for the revival are only up in the summer of next year. So 2020 is how long they have to remain at the company until.
Wow.
They have been wanting to give their notice for a while, it says here from Meltzer. Everything's up in the air. They worked the house shows this weekend. They haven't been given their release. The contract is up, it says, after April of 2020. So that's a long ways away.
Wow.
Sources tell us the tag team's decision to ask for their releases was based on how little time and respect the division is given, not just them. And WWE is said to be giving them a push, it says in this, but I didn't see that tonight. This came out before Raw.
This
I don't
came
view
out
tonight as a push. I view this as kind of a, like I said, a bit of a punishment in a way. Like they had to lose yet again.
It felt just as goofy as everything else that they've done.
Yeah,
up here.
It didn't feel like a worthy match against decent opponents. It just felt like they were going to go ahead and lose no matter what. So
let's go over to the Discord, guys. If you're on Discord, and remember, if you guys are a patron and you guys are above the $10 or at the $10 mark on Patreon a month, make sure you hit me up on Patreon with your Discord name, because you should be getting the yellow VIP badge. Right now, it doesn't do a whole lot, but soon it's going to get you into certain rooms, and actually it does already get you into one of the rooms, and there's a bunch of other things that are going to be going on with that, so just make sure that you harass me so that I give you the yellow. And speaking of that, Jacob is one, and so let's go to him. He's in the Discord. What's up, Jacob? If you can hear me. Jacob. There he goes. Yo, what's up, man?
How you doing tonight?
Dead from Raw. Raw murdered my soul.
I don't know, Joe. I don't know what to tell you, man. This fucking company is torture to watch this shit. It is fucking torture, bro. This shit makes me want to peel my fucking eyeballs out of my skull, out of my dome. It makes me want to put the eyeballs down to the ground like a fucking football and smashing it to the bro. I can't,
dude. You know what makes it worse? You know what makes it worse is
to watch this shit.
What makes it worse is that
what the fuck happened to this company?
Football was so good yesterday, dude. It was so good on football that this show like just seems extra worse because of how good football.
Like, is it bad if I mention football on this live stream, bro? I don't even want to talk about Raw.
Yeah, dude, this is what happened earlier. We went to do a preview for Raw, and like just people were like, "Yo, football. Let's talk about football." Like that's all anybody wanted to talk about.
I will say this though. I will say this. People have been talking shit about Brady. Like I'm a Giants fan. I fucking hate the Patriots for all the fucking pain and suffering they've put us through. But bro, I respect the hell out of Brady.
Did you say
real football?
Wait a minute. Did you say Jets or Giants?
People call it, huh?
Did you say Jets or Giants?
I'm a Giants fan, but I still respect.
Yeah,
Brady,
but why do you hate the
fucking champion?
Yeah, but you guys beat us twice, so you shouldn't even. You should be happy. Like fucking, you killed us twice.
No, yeah, that's true. That's true. We did beat the Patriots, and I did watch that shit live. It's just even then, even so, whatever, bro. Brady, much fucking respect to that guy, bro. Watching Brady is kind of beautiful in a way. The way he throws the ball, the way he cocks it back and throws it all the way, like, dude, that fucking guy is. Watching him is better than fucking Raw.
Dude, I was a Montana fan. I was a Montana fan, and I mean, I'm from Boston, but I love Joe Montana, and Brady reminds me of Joe Montana. So it's like,
it's amazing. It's amazing that at this age, he still has that same Brady like magic to him. You know, like he hasn't like, yeah, they had a bad season, not really. But like he still has that magic when he throws the ball, when he beams it at somebody. Like when he perfectly throws the fucking. And not Joe, I'm sorry to talk about football. It's just,
all good, man. You're pissing everybody off, though.
To talk about.
Everybody's pissed at you now, though. Now you said Brady's all right, even though you're a Giants fan. You get everybody's pissed now. Now they're like, "What the fuck? No, he's not. I'll kill you."
Dude, this company has to do something, man. And I'm pretty sure this shit is not going to change for a while. How much you want to bet that Finn Balor will not be the Demon and Brock is going to squash him in 12 minutes?
Dude, you know what? To be honest, it doesn't even matter who wins. At this point, I'm just disappointed that this Raw tonight was a giant step back. Like, they were starting to, like, sort of create this weird... This is what Vince has been doing, right? This is what always happens when there's a shakeup or a change, right? For, like, 3 weeks or 2 weeks, it seems like they are trying to do something, and then it reverts right back to what it was. That is the most disappointing thing about this show tonight to me, is that I started thinking, oh, man, you know, they're kind of just getting right back into how Raw was in cruise control Raw mode. And that sucks.
I can't fucking wait to the day that Drew McIntyre gets that title shot against Brock. I'm waiting for that match because that might save us, but that might be the turn for everything. Drew versus Brock has to fucking happen at Mania. This shit has to happen because let's be honest, Finn Balor versus Brock, we all kind of know that Brock just might squash that dude. And I just found out Finn Balor is actually 37 years old. I did not fucking know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I thought he was older actually, but yeah, okay, that's cool.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, he's actually no, I didn't.
Honestly,
I thought he was my age actually. To be honest, I didn't know he was older than me.
To be honest, man, listen, I've been watching this company for a fucking long time, and I went through it all. Like I went through it like through the whole Cena stage. So I've been through the bad times before, but this is a fucking nightmare. Fucking mare. Fuck that owl. Fuck this company. Vince. Oh my goodness.
Fuck
I can't
that
take
owl.
this no more, man. I can't.
Well, Jacob, man,
my eyes, like I fall asleep every 10 minutes watching this shit.
Killing you.
It's killing me,
you know
dude.
how like when a baby, when a baby is sitting up, he's sleepy.
Yeah.
And he just like leans back and forth a little bit because he's about to fall asleep.
Oh yeah,
That's
Finn does
me
it all the
watching
time.
this shit.
Nodding off like a heroin addict.
My kid falls asleep just like that, like every second. It's funny as hell.
Like it actually hurts. It's a chore. Like, bro, Joe, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I give you credit, man. And this is your job to watch this shit, bro. Like I give you all the credit in the world because you I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you fucking do it to sit up and watch this fucking company ruin itself.
Well, dude, I mean,
credit, man.
I mean,
dude,
I'll tell
I
you
don't know
how
you do it, man.
This is why I started doing videos 6 years ago because I was so pissed off that I jumped on YouTube and started screaming about this shit. Jacob, I'm gonna let you go, man. I'll move on to some other people. I love
Thank you for
buddy.
the call, man. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Jacob's a big supporter on Patreon too, and let's bring him in, man. He's the man of the hour, ladies and gentlemen. JD from no, I'm just kidding. What's up? We got Tommy NC 2010 is on the phone. What's up, Tommy?
Oh, even better.
Not much, Joe. I kind of thought Raw was a snores fest tonight. I kind of really didn't pay attention to it, but I watched some of it. I did come. I went out and grabbed something for dinner.
Oh, wait. I did come.
I heard it.
That's what you said. You said I did come. All right, so I'm sorry,
It's on
bro.
the
but
record.
You fucking said it, dude. You did it. I didn't say that. You said that.
Flag on the play. Tommy ejaculated.
Yeah.
First down.
It's inside her. You're Brock Turner too. Yeah, dude. You know what? You shouldn't have watched it because there's. You know, I'm so glad you didn't because there was some good shows that you've missed that you were like, oh, it wasn't that good. But this show really was boring tonight to me.
Yeah, there was not much to really get invested with. And usually I'm excited. Like I said, the build up to the Rumble, they announced all but I think 7 or 8 spots for the Women's Rumble, which, I mean, most of you have to be obvious. You know it's a smaller roster, so you know who's going to be in there. But still, I feel like it just takes away from the event itself because you never know for sure who's going to be, filling up most of the spots. And that's the fun part of it, the surprise. People were upset when they were announcing them on Twitter yesterday. I don't understand how they failed to be so just blinded to their audience. Do they not know this is why people like the Rumble? Is the surprise entrance is to be surprised? How clueless can you be?
I did like seeing Finn Balor go up against 2 giants. I did think that was interesting. I did catch the end of that, and I was very hooked in on that. But the fact that I know who's going to win the title at SummerSlam because they're obviously going to be putting over Finn Balor
at Royal Rumble. SummerSlam is in the summer.
I mean, Royal Rumble. My bad. Sorry, the Royal Rumble. I apologize. I just got the 2 confused.
It's all the same.
Lethal leap year.
At the lethal leap year.
But I think Finn Balor is going to be the Universal Champion. I think Lesnar's getting ready to go back over to UFC, and I think he's going to drop the title. And I think that's my prediction for the Royal Rumble. No. Yes, I got that right. Sorry.
What are you freaking out for? You said it right.
Yes, I'm just kidding. My brain is,
I'm with you there, Tommy. I'm with you.
I'm standing in front of my comic book.
I wasn't just trying to stand in front of my comic.
Sure. Look, I'm in a comic. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go stand in front of my pop figure. Let me go get it. Hold on. Like, oh, I'm standing in front of my comic book. Ah. You fucking loser, Tommy. All right, listen, Tommy. I'm just kidding. So, anything else, man, that you saw on Raw that you gave a shit about?
Not really, because I kind of got bored of it. The Alexa Bliss promo and stuff like that really kind of lost my interest. And, you know, and I don't say that because they're women or anything like that. I just said it just lost my interest. It just really got me bored, and I just watched stuff on YouTube because
You're the only one bringing up that they're women, Tommy. We didn't.
Yeah, nobody said anything about women. Like, it's just segment. Just say the segment.
You're like those goddamn women again, being boring. Whoa,
yeah, it's okay that you're just because you're a woman. You know, even though you're black, you're still kind of like a human being. You know,
trying to be progressive here, Tommy.
Assume that I'm sexist because I'm not sexist. I love women. I think they're beautiful. And I think
why
they're
would
amazing.
anyone assume that? Why are you apologizing to the SJWs before anything's even happened? Like,
your
fuck them.
Isn't going to be accepted.
Fuck the
anyways.
SJWs. You know what? Fuck women. How about that? What are you gonna do, motherfuckers? No, I'm just kidding. But no, seriously, fuck them, dude. Who cares? You didn't like the segment, so what? All the men's segments sucked ass too. All the men's segments sucked. The women's segment sucked. Actually, the women's segment tonight, a lot of people shit on. Jake, what did you think of the women's segment? Because that got shit on.
Which one? The Moment of Bliss?
The bad one.
Yeah, Moment of Bliss was pretty craptastic. But I love the fact that they took the microphone out of Nia Jax's hand. They didn't let her say a goddamn word. I stood up and applauded. I was so goddamn happy. I don't want to
Nia Jax good at eating food, bad at speaking on television.
That's it.
So,
she can't dance. We know that.
I definitely appreciate that. Listen.
No, it was a chaotic mess. Everyone coming out and I deserve to win. No, I deserve to. They sound like cackling hens, and they're not making any justification or sound reason as to why they deserve to be going to WrestleMania, you know, but instead just, I'm going to win. No, I'm going to win. And Alicia Fox acts crazier every time we see her lately.
Let's make Tommy hates women trend on Twitter. Can we do that?
No, don't do that. Please don't do that.
Tommy
Joe.
hates women can trend on Twitter.
How about Tommy loves women? Hashtag Tommy loves women. How about something that nothing revolves around negativity?
But you don't even masturbate.
Tommy loves women too much. You can spin it that way too. It all depends on how you spin it.
Women just don't want to come around him and look at him because they think he looks ugly.
Okay, so I just tweeted out Tommy NC 2010 hates women on Twitter, and I used the hashtag Tommy NC 2010 hates women. So I just went
Joe,
ahead.
Thanks so much. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. You're going to thank me for this. One day you're going to thank me for this, Tommy. Here it is, right here. I tweeted that out, so go on my Twitter @CorruptedPod, @CorruptedPod, and make sure you guys retweet hashtag TommyNC2010 hates women. Let's make that trend on Twitter. There's not a lot going on tonight. I bet we can make that trend.
Bet you we can get that going.
Tommy
NC me too.
Tommy NC raped me too. That's so fucked up, Tommy.
You gotta have a little more confidence. You don't want to say that they think you're a sexy bastard. It's what you present.
Tommy, who's your favorite wrestler in the WWE right now?
Who's my favorite wrestler?
Right now, today.
It's really a toss up because I'm like, there's not a lot of wrestlers that are really popping out to me, and as you guys say, there's not a lot of wrestlers that are willing to reach up and grab. Okay, Finn Balor. I think Finn Balor is a very ambitious wrestler. I do like Daniel Bryan. He's playing an interesting heel character. But Finn Balor and between Daniel Bryan, I think are my two favorite wrestlers right now in the WWE. And the reason why I don't put John Cena in there is because really he's kind of making a comeback, but, he's going to go back off to Hollywood again.
And he's injured, actually. He injured his foot. So when he wrestled last Monday, he injured his foot.
Wow.
In that match, and now they're saying that he's not possibly going to make it to the Rumble. So
Jeez. I tell you what, Cena it's just like he tries to come back, he tries to wrestle. It's just better for you, Cena, to stay in Hollywood. Just stay away from the WWE and just let them powder your butt all the time, all the time, and just.
Well, Tommy, you know what? You might be onto something because I don't believe this. I don't think he was ever going to be in the Rumble. He only had dates scheduled ahead of time to be on Raw 2 weeks ago and then last Monday. And we knew that he was going to film a new movie for starting January, I believe, 19th or 20th. So I don't think he was ever set to actually be in the Rumble, and it was just to get people's eyes on Raw and back, looking towards the Rumble. So him being injured, I mean, it's a foot injury. He was fine during the match and after the match. Usually when they have an injury in a match, they'll show a clip of when the injury happened. We didn't get anything like that. There was no, stretcher job. There was nothing that. And then all week he was fine. We didn't hear about it until today. So WWE tweeted this out too. Breaking: John Cena's status for this Sunday's Royal Rumble match is in question. Why would they, usually they don't want you to know that. So they want you to think he's going to be there. But they can't false advertise. They're getting more criticism for that. They don't want to say that somebody's going to be there when they're not. So at least if they put a little bit of doubt in your mind that ahead that he might not show up, I think it was bullshit and they worked us.
That might be what it is. Listen, Tommy, I got to tell you something real quick.
What's that?
I just searched just the word Tommy on Twitter, and already right now on Twitter, there are, if you can see this, I know this camera's not zooming in. It says TommyNC20, hashtag TommyNC2010 hates women, 80 tweets in the last hour. It is the top trending thing for if you type in Tommy on Twitter right now.
There's a few. Casey is Raw says, I knew you were sexist. Just kidding, don't have a stroke, you're trending, Tommy. You're getting up there, so.
You are trending now, Tommy.
You're popular, baby.
And then, except for this person, they said you hate SJW butthole. So
speaking of butthole, did you see Sasha Banks' ass?
No.
They cut off the TV cameras and everything. That's why it went.
That's why it went black. I was wondering that. Like, did we just something?
They had Sasha's ass came out.
Oh my god, dude! I was thinking that. I was like, dude, did something happen or did they lose the feed? Like, I thought maybe I missed something.
I wasn't sure.
I missed it.
I thought I was like, oh, is somebody coming out? And then I was like, oh, maybe they just lost the feed. I put it in the Skype chat. Reckless Jeff and a few others tweeted it our way. I retweeted it before. Brad was the first one to share it. He said, I thought it was weird for the blackout, Brad Poland said. But he said, I rewound and I saw her ass fell out. And there's Sasha's ass.
This
oh my God.
Picking her up for the power bomb.
Oh, cut the stream.
Well, it went black, and I was like, oh, what did we miss? But, yeah, she had to, pull up her shorts or tights.
Well, they could be in trouble for that. So, they, it almost happened earlier when somebody grabbed somebody's trunks in that match we were talking about. I got to shout out Antonio Beltre. He went from $5 to $10 on Patreon. Cynical went from $1 to $2, and Casey Rose from $5 to $10. So, they'll get the Discord VIP as well. Just wanted to shout that out. And thank you for that. And let me get back to couple of these donations. Let's see what people are saying here in the donations real quick.
Catch up, Tommy.
If my mouse would work. Oh, God. Something just happened to my screen. I don't know what it was.
Merry Christmas, you pussy. Merry Christmas, you pussy. Merry Christmas, you pussy.
Speaking of that.
3/10 opening made a little sense, but that was it. Happy to see two Yuga running back face off against each in the Super Bowl. I'm more for Daytona though. Checkered flag.
Bulldog Club, thanks, man. Enjoy the Daytona. I haven't watched NASCAR since the late 90s. But, yeah, I used to watch that quite a bit back then. Bulldog Club, thanks for the $11, dude. Thank you. It feels good, man. It's crazy. We're spoiled right now. But you know what? It's a frozen tundra outside right now. It's actually, it looks like it's -3 degrees out. And I'm goddamn frozen. Not as frozen as Jake is, though, apparently. But I appreciate the donation.
Hey, Joe, I have a joke for you.
Look in the mirror. I was just kidding.
That ref and Finn match deserves NFL job. Blind.
Yeah, dude, the referees in the NFL are just a fucking mess right now. They are a mess. Doesn't matter whose team you root for, they're just bad.
They're all being paid off.
JD accusing WWE of stealing his ideas again. FML.
Oh, boy. Of course. like ego fucking maniac, dude. This guy's a psycho egomaniac. Dude, somebody sent me a Twitter of him calling himself the king earlier, and it's not like all and funny. It's like he's dead serious. Dude, I'm the JD, you know what? I'm the fucking king, bro. How about that, you dirty fuck? You know, you pussy. I dare you to call my show, JD, but you won't, you puss bag. You're a big fucking puss bag, bro. You're a puss bag. Nobody likes you, you midget fuck. Just fucking get in a car accident with your automatic Mustang, retard loser. I fucking drive a Mustang, but it's automatic. Dude, kill yourself. Like, grab a fucking sledgehammer in your fucking cat's basement box and then stuff it up your ass, bro. You know, just, you know, bend over, marry one of your cats, dude, and then have a swig of your beer. You know, have a drink of beer. Man, I went down to this brewery's. Let me tell you, this brewery's was so good that I fucking swallowed it down my throat, man. Fucking, you no-life piece of shit. Dude, I hope Santa Claus crashes his sleigh in your house next year and all your fucking cats die. All right? You stupid fuck. But all the kids still get toys. All the kids still get their toys, but your cats are dead. How about that? That'd be weird. You weird fuck. Tank Ops was right about you.
Cat lady grabbed Rhonda by the vag.
Cat lady did grab Rhonda by the vag. And she loves doing it. She loves doing it. It's a sodomy thing. It's a fucking, it's a butt sex thing that the women are into. It's a new thing. It's really weird.
I give it a 100 out of 1,000.
Yeah, give it a 100 out of 1,000, man. Go ahead. That's Tommy's fucking math right there.
Super Chat Party.
Had to get buzzed to watch this crap F*K that owl.
You know what? Mike, if I wasn't watching my kids during the time I was watching Raw, like not watching them, but they were kind of coming in and I was hanging out with them, that was the one thing I think they might have actually kept me from sleeping tonight. I will say that. My kids might have kept me from sleeping because while I was sitting there thinking like, this sucks, you know, they would come in and be like, hey, daddy, and like, and we'd play and stuff, but like Raw was on. But if I was watching that by myself, I might have downed some fucking beer and maybe took a couple shots because this was
Super Chat.
This was NickY J.
Spoilers: Roman Reigns will win the Royal Rumble.
Imagine that, dude. If Roman Reigns music hits, you know what? Imagine if he got booed.
Oh my God,
that won't happen.
No, Reigns wouldn't get booed.
I got my dick out right now. I'm Sean's View Entertainment.
I'll get cheered.
And you want to see my dick?
You never know what state of they in.
Do you want to see my...
Here's another YouTuber who deserves to get hit by a Mack truck and have all his stuff stolen.
I'm Sean's View. Don't screw with me, or else I'll show you my pee-pee. Do you want to see my dick? Do you want to see my dick?
Did you see Mike Francesa today on The Fan? There was a photoshopped photo of Gurley and a referee exchanging jerseys. Obviously a fake photo, but he actually went on the radio and his show today blasting it because he thought it was real. Raw 3 out of 10.
But you know, Mike Francesca's a fucking idiot, so I mean, what do you expect, dude? Dude, Mike Francesca's a fucking mess. He's like, his show, seriously... First of all, Deftones, thank you, Deftones, for the donation. But let me tell you something. Mike Francesca's show at this point is like a fucking meme on himself. Like, you're watching Mike Francesca mostly just because you want to start laughing at how fucking retarded he is. Like, really? Like, honestly, dude, this guy is a hilarious. Like, he doesn't know anything. Like, you can tell him that they just, like... Hey, Mike, you know, is your kid going to get one of these new teleporters that they have out there? You know, the new teleporters? And he'd be like, well, I don't know. You know, maybe they will, you know. And it's like, dude, Mike, we're joking. Those don't exist. You numbskull.
I heard people are intentionally feeding him, you know,
bad
info. It's 24/7 gay ops over there.
Fucking, they're trolling this. It's a fucking psyop on Mike Francesca just to fucking laugh
the
at how...
never-ending gay ops of...
Because he's dead. You know, he's like that old teacher or parent who just believes anything, and he's like, oh, like, then he gets mad about it.
But we'll pick him against the spread.
But we'll pick him against the spread.
Obviously, against the spreads because
I believe everything.
here. So, but I would I would bet the Saints.
How do I get a giant
at
cartoon
home
of myself
and
behind me without a mouth? How do I do that? Sign me up for that. How the fuck? Can anyone out there draw a cartoon of me and then just remove my mouth so it's extra weird? Like, why doesn't he have a mouth? You're a fucking radio host. In fact, the mouth should be huge, if anything.
It should be.
If anything, he shouldn't have ears or a brain, because he fucking forgets everything that's going on and then just spews out all this stuff that isn't true. But yeah, the poor bastard is being trolled by all his own fans at this point, because they're just like, oh, this guy believes everything. Let's just fucking tell him. Dude, let's tell him that the earth is flat. You know what? I want a bunch of the flat earthers to call into Mike Francesca's show. Imagine that. Just be like, yeah, you know the new evidence about the earth being flat? Oh, come on, there's no earth being flat. No, seriously, it's going to be, oh, well, and then he goes off on like a crazy rant about it, and the whole thing was just made up anyway. It's fucking hilarious.
It's just totally fucked.
Like, when I get pissed off about stuff, it's usually real. You know, like, I get mad about things. In fact, you know what's funny about this, to tie into that, is me and Ken were talking earlier about flipping out and me flipping out and shit like that. And, you know, he was talking about, like, how weird it is and whatever when I flip out and how he could have material. And so then I went and found, like, fucking 70 clips of me freaking out. And so I got a couple of them for you. And
so YouTube,
and I'll share them with you right now, because let's all laugh about something. Because you know what? Raw sucked for the most part. It wasn't very good. And you can enjoy this clip of me absolutely freaking out. This was 2014 for all you old school people.
Keeps flagging me. So this doesn't make any fucking sense. You can use it. I'm using it. Hey, I'm some random person over here. You can't use it. YouTube flagged. Fuck! What the fuck? Fuck! 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 Hey, YouTube, why don't you wake the fuck up and smell what the fucking Joe Cronin Show's cooking, because I'm serving you your dinner tonight, YouTube. Sit down at the fucking dining table, YouTube. Sit down and order your shit. Order what you want. You sit down there, the waiter comes. It's the Joe Cronin Show serving you your food tonight, motherfuckers. And you sit down at the table and YouTube and Google and you say, oh, we'd like the lobster. And then Google says, oh, I'd like I
actually had you know what's funny is I had the same cough at this point in 2014 that I've had right now recently. It's the same.
I don't
cough.
think it ever went away.
No, it goes away. But
I think you've had it this whole time.
No, it goes away, but it comes on for like anywhere between 2 weeks and like 3 months now. It's weird every year. It's bizarre.
The prime rib. I'd love to have some prime rib, but Joe Cronin Show comes back with a big cup of whoop ass, and we nail that son bitch down.
My hair still
and
grew.
YouTube and Google are both knocked out, laying on the ground, choking on their own saliva. And that's what happens when you mess with YouTube.com/Joe Cronin Show. Hashtag fact. Fuck you.
I was literally out of like breath at that point. Out of fucking breath. So I sent that to Ken, and I was laughing about it. And then I also remembered another time when my truck broke down. So that was 2014. And actually, you know what? You know what's weird? That other video was 2014. But you know what? This video is fucking 2014 too. My fucking truck broke down, and I had myself a little temper tantrum on the side of the road. This is when I worked about 70,000 hours a week.
My fucking truck is broken down! I just got out of work. I've been at work all fucking day. It's cold out here. I have to go home. I have to do more work. Then I have to wake up in the morning and go to work. I can't even get home. I'm cold. I'm tired. I'm fucking hungry. And what the fuck is that sound? Is there a bear in there? Are you a bear? Come and fucking eat me! Eat me! Kill me!
Desperate man at the edge of his rope.
I was really angry. Now this next clip is really a very this is one I really love. One of the reasons why I love this clip so much is because I was at my most fat. Like I weighed the most I ever weighed in my life. And I'm sitting there angry because the Patriots lost to the Broncos in 2016. And it is hilarious to watch the fattest version of me that you've ever seen just absolutely have a fucking meltdown over football.
I don't even know where to begin. I'm in my bathroom right now because I can't stop shitting! Gostkowski never misses field goals. The one time he misses a field goal, we need the point! I'm gonna go fucking crazy tonight. I'm gonna go out into the streets and I'm gonna do some shit that isn't right. Arrest me now! Arrest me now! Take my fucking money!
That's my favorite part, dude. Arrest me now! Arrest me now!
I'm gonna do some shit that isn't right. Arrest me now! Arrest me now! Take my fucking money! Take my money! You know what? You know what?
Take my fucking money.
Joe, I have a question for you. How many times have you come out from these little rants and Leah's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, sometimes
she's
like,
not fazed by him, I think, now.
Yeah, she just kind of turns things off.
Taking a first-round draft.
This is 2016.
Well,
this is the last one. Last one.
Is that NFL? How ridiculous are you? You have to be kidding me. No scientific evidence. All the scientific evidence is
It's another Patriots rant.
Circumstantial. They don't even know how much the PSI started with, and it's off by point something. Also, the referees never took the balls away, even though they were suspicious. This was a setup by the Indianapolis Colts from the day one. The NFL has been against the Patriots since day one. And after the Patriots won the Super Bowl in 2001, whatever you say.
This is the year they suspended Brady for 4 games. But you know what? Then we won the Super Bowl, so fuck it.
Referees never get, they get a fine. I'm sorry. They get a little.
It's the best part when I start driving around.
Stop sign, Robert, because there was someone crossing the street, but
Now I'm talking shit about Roger Goodell.
Stopped at a stop sign. They stopped at a stop sign, Robert, because there was someone crossing the street. But I'll tell you what, if it was you crossing the street, Goodell, I'd run you the fuck over. 4 games, somebody's jealous. Indianapolis Colts years ago changed the rules so the Patriots couldn't play defense the right way because they were jealous. And once again, the Indianapolis Colts are jealous. But the only difference is they don't have Peyton Manning on their team. You didn't see the Baltimore Ravens crying about this because the Baltimore Ravens said, we don't care what they do, we're going to go in there and beat them. But Indianapolis, Indianapolis, typical of Indianapolis. They're a bunch of crybabies, yet they pipe a noise through the fucking stadium. That's unfair, but that's okay. Nobody cares about that. This is why I hate football fans and
This fucking dude, like, I am a mess. I will admit that I am a mess. I will admit. But yeah, Mike Francesca gets mad at, like, somebody's like, did you hear they're getting rid of licorice? They're getting rid of licorice, Mike, because, like, it could choke kids or whatever. So in America, it's going to be banned, you know. And then he'd be like, what?
Yeah, Twizzlers is going out of business.
He just starts freaking the fuck out. All right, let's go back to the donations because we're way behind. We will get back to the Discord, too. There's people in Discord waiting to speak. I will get some more people on Discord in here. Super chat.
I hope Tom Brady burns in a fire started by Tommy.
God, no! No! God damn it! Corbin Eberle! What the fuck, Corbin?
Put your hands in the air.
Just realized I'm wearing my Bruins sweatshirt, not my Patriots sweatshirt. That didn't make any sense why I held that up.
Raw gave me AIDS, fuck Raw. Raw gave me AIDS, fuck Raw.
This whole show was Vince shitting our eyes. Nia is nothing but 300 pounds of Taco Bell shit in spandex. She could give Tommy Dyer tips, but he hates women. Hashtag Tom hates women.
Fuck you, Joe.
You're still trending.
With
It's still trending on Twitter.
Okay.
It's trending on Twitter, Tommy. Gorilla strong. Gorilla motherfucking strong.
Oh my god, I'm gonna go on there. I'm gonna make a video protesting it. You dick.
Yeah. Tommy, we have at D-Town
WTF Finn is 37? Question mark, exclamation mark.
Ant, yes, Finn is 37. Ant, yeah, absolutely. He's older
Hard
than
to
me.
believe, but
Hard to believe that dude's older than me, and I look like a fucking
shit bomb
slob of a friend.
I swear to God, the only thing that went through my mind when Nia Jax came out on stage and sat in that chair was, oh my God, please have that seat just shatter and break and have her fall on her ass on the stage. I heard that chair screaming for its life.
Oh my God.
Have one of the production take just a couple screws out and...
Oh shit, I see Sasha's ass. Deftones, thank you, Deftones, for becoming a $5 shit bum. And shout out to Deftones for being a mega supporter this week. I'm getting tons of Sasha's ass pictures. So wait, this aired? So it did air.
It was only
super chat.
Quarter of a second.
Tommy loves chodes.
That's hot. Man, that's like Shawn Michaels' ass came out a couple times like that.
Yeah.
Corwin loves chodes.
Triple H a couple times too.
Yeah, but now finally a woman.
Shit bomb.
Finally Sasha. Sweet ass.
Tommy, you are a disgrace of a grandson.
Oh.
I told you how to hate women because you know you will never get Varg.
Oh, that's
also,
not...
as well, you did not come to the clan rally in preparation for Negus Luther King Day. You are a disgrace. Show your hate, Tommy Bear.
Oh my God, dude. That is so fucked up.
Mm-hmm. I hope you brought in hell, motherfucker. You know, I hope you find a big pole, rip down your pants, and then jump up in the air, and you know what happens at the end. You get fucked up the ass!
Or flipping that.
Oh my God, dude.
Give me a hell yeah!
Man, the open segment went off the rails. Rousey's backstage promo was bad, but I liked the tag match. A few weird spots for sure. Hashtag thank God for fast forward. Bring on SmackDown. Raw gets a 2/10 from me.
2 out of 10 from the good old Stowe Code, Steve Boston. Thank you for the 316, Stowe Code. That sucks, bro. He really hated it. I mean, he gave it one less than me, even. Dirty Max, thanks for subbing to the channel. Let's have a drink, Dirty Max.
Yeah, most of it was just, again, a repeat. So much for this new era. That's why I kind of like the beginning, because we, it was like, all right, Braun and Finn with Brock, looming not far behind. It was interesting because I was like, are they actually going to have Braun lose here? There was a bit of interest to it.
It's me, Joe. Show shock. Show shock, faggot. Show shock.
Of course Tommy loves women. Just ask everyone's favorite can of spoiled tuna, Debe. Too bad he doesn't share the same enthusiasm for wrestling.
Oh, God. Debe's tuna pussy. What's up, Merge? How you doing, bro?
Fucking God.
What?
Nothing, whatever.
There was 250 tweets today of Tommy hates women. Tommy. Merge.
Joe single-handedly ruined my life all with one tweet.
Merge, thank you. I know. Nah, I won't ruin you. You'll be all right.
Tommy loves big fat hard black wieners. Women hater.
Oh my God, Tommy, you've developed a new moniker. Casey is raw. Thank you.
God.
I'm sorry,
Casey
Tommy.
Repping that tweet hashtag quick too.
Party.
Lacey Evans is bae now, smiling face with hard eyes. Hashtag Tommy hats women.
Imagine that.
Hashtag Joe Cronin is a dickhead. Of course, no one's going to retweet that because everything's unbiased towards me.
Right. Because it's my show and people listen to me. Like, they're listening to me. Baltimore Deontay. Baltimore, man, thank you so much, dude. Okay, let's get back to the Raw review. Jake, set us back on track here. I'm all over the place.
Yeah, I am too. And that's kind of how Raw felt. Just unplanned and pretty, not chaotic in the sense
How about
of
go to Apollo Crews versus Bobby Lashley. Let's talk about that.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Money.
Ow!
Ow! Ow!
Hey Joe, did you tell Jake his mom called earlier?
Oh, that's right, dude. I was doing a live broadcast in the afternoon today.
Yeah.
And we veered off into football because nobody cared about wrestling. But somebody called and they were like, "Hey, honey, it's Mom. Hey, Jake." And then they said, "It's Mom." And I was like, "Oh, yo, what's up, Mom? You want some of this?" And then she hung up.
Well, my mom doesn't use the phone, so.
No idea why they called my Skype, but it sounded like it was like a real mother. And she sounded hot.
She's deaf, so I mean, she speaks, but she doesn't use the phone. So
that's even better. She won't hear me grunting when I jizz in her.
No, she can. She feels vibrations though. So
what, Tommy? Murmur.
She reads lips and she feels vibrations. So that's all about. You're all
good
about
vibrations.
You just don't want to get the hurt. So go ahead and fucking.
Bobby Lashley's posing like the narcissist, Lex Luger. Leo Rush.
Well, that's the thing. We get a good start to Raw. I'm intrigued. I'm curious. I want to see where things are going to go. I mean, chaotic, yes, but intriguing nonetheless. And then we break off into Fucksville to literally see Vince get his rocks off in the back. I literally tweeted out, I'm like, somebody better check on Vince.
Yeah.
And make sure he didn't pass out from ecstasy watching these two men just flex like no other. It was ridiculous.
Vince was, oh yeah, look at that. My God, look at those pecs. Look at them both.
You hear people talking about on Twitter, somebody's like, so much for him being that, destroyer from Impact. We're going to see him kick ass again. Because that's how it felt in the beginning when him and Leo Rush, got together as a unit. And now it just turned into this like.
Now it's about the money all of a sudden, and then the posing.
And he's obsessed with Bobby Lashley. Leo Rush is kind of like has like this sadistic infatuation with Bobby's body. I don't know. It's I know what they're doing, and it's not like it's a gay thing, but it's odd. It's bizarre. It's that he's jealous that he doesn't have the size that Lashley is. It's a little man syndrome type thing. It's really weird. The match was
the size
disgusting, and they were so just not into wrestling each other. It felt like
it was okay, and then but I will say
it was 2 minutes of actual in-ring competition. The flexing went on way too long. That whole segment killed the crowd. The crowd had all this momentum from all the top stars coming out in the beginning, and then Cruz just flexes the whole time back and forth with Lashley, and then they had this really, really awful short match. I mean, it was 2 minutes of TV time, and that was it. I mean, Bobby Lashley beat Apollo Crews in like 2.5 minutes. What did we get?
Well, it looked like Apollo was going somewhere too. It was pretty. I thought they did a good job making Apollo look pretty decent. And then when he dropped Bobby, I don't think he was supposed to drop Bobby, but when he fell over, he was out of breath from all the stuff he was doing. You could tell he kind of blew up a bit. Apollo did. Yeah. And then when he picked up Lashley, he like fell over with him, and obviously that looked like it was a mistake. But it
didn't seem like that was supposed to. Yeah, because he got up and he did the spot again, and definitely not intentional. So,
but it kind of worked in a weird way because it was like foreshadowing that Apollo was going to come crashing down, and he did. But
but then Leo Rush gets involved, and that's when Lashley, picks up the victory with a spear. But
I did see that part also, but I was kind of bored by it also.
I don't really see how it made Apollo look decent, especially with the the botch there.
Somebody in the chat said jealous us.
And that's exactly it.
I forgot.
Rush is jealous us.
I forgot about that sound clip though, dude. I completely forgot. It just made me die when you mentioned it in the chat. Thank you. So here it is. This was the Patriots rally. They hate us because they jealous of us.
Jealous us. Jealous us.
Jealous us.
Jealous us.
The Patriots had a rally a couple of years ago at the Super Bowl, and they were like, and they hate us because they jealous us.
Jealous us.
Fucking killed
That's when
me.
you also had that crazy lady.
Yeah, that was last year. That was the Super Bowl.
We always get it done. We didn't get it done.
So many great memes.
They
always get it done.
We didn't get it done, and they're
jealous us.
Okay.
I knew the Patriots were going to lose last year when they were doing the rally and the guy said jealous us, and then an old lady was coming on being like, "Oh,
we always get it done."
I was like, "Oh no, we're going to fucking lose because of this shit. This is shit that I would make fun of another team's fans for, but we're doing it. We're done. We're fucked. I live in Foxborough now. I'll march right down to the stadium and like fucking wait outside for Tom Brady to sign my cock." So yeah, Bobby Lashley, Apollo Crews, blah. thought it was one of the better segments of Raw, but it was just not
really
good either.
See, this ruined it for me. Any momentum, I felt like they tried to build.
No, it was
this
bad.
Just took the wind out.
No,
of the
none of it
sails.
was good, but I thought it was one of the better things, and it was nothing was good.
Okay, I get your mindset.
Of
now.
the shit, this was the fucking brown nugget.
This was the stink on the shit. I got you.
Yeah, this was like the fucking penny that I found in the shit.
And then we had, I treading carefully here. Maybe we should let Tommy take this one. Seth Rollins is in the ring talking about what he learned from Martin Luther King, and starts whipping out quotes, and it just felt forced. It felt just anything but genuine, and that's the problem.
Yeah, it really.
I
did.
know what
it
they
was
were going for.
Disingenuous. It was.
Yeah, very, and just not to the level that it was upsetting, but just unnecessary.
Right.
Yeah, had it been done at any other point in time, maybe it wouldn't have, fit with the theme, especially it being the holiday. And I get they don't want to have, any of the black wrestlers come out and do the same, because then they're going to say, oh, you're just shoehorning it into them as well. But I don't think it needed to be forced into any problem.
It didn't.
Then you got the crowd chanting, burn it down. And you're like, Martin Luther King said. Just...
Well, something out of Dean Ambrose' mouth that's kind of racist.
Yeah, thanks, Seth. Please let me virtue signal. It was great. But no, I
dream that it will be burnt down.
Whoa.
That's a bit much, Tommy.
What? That was just making a joke. It was just
We're
a joke.
We're here talking about the great Dr. Martin Luther King, and you want to burn it down, Tommy?
Jesus Christ.
Putting that, like the song on there.
How deep in the alt-right are you, Tommy?
Yeah, how deep into the alt-right are you, Tommy?
I'm not racist. I was just
You're
making
scaring us now.
Well, you're talking about like Martin Luther King, like a leader of the Black Revolution, like great, and then you say burn him down.
No, I wasn't making like burn Martin Luther King down. I was saying, like, burn down the racism. Like, I have a dream that we'll burn down the racism. Like something like that. That's what I was making that joke into.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I gotta go.
Canada is calling Tommy.
Tommy, between that and your awful comments about hating women before, you really might want to lay low for a little while.
You were hating women. You guys did, and then put out a fucking tweet about it, which is bullshit.
Can't prove anything.
Bullshit. What else we got, Jay?
Yeah, so we got Seth saying, I'm going to be the man who wins the Royal Rumble, and I don't think that's going to happen, but it would be nice. I could see it working out well. Him and Finn would have a really good match. And what if they even went the other way and he faced Daniel Bryan? That could be good as well. But I still, now that John Cena's out, I would love to see Drew McIntyre take it. Him and Finn, I think, could really tear the house down at Mania, put on something special. Their match tonight, Seth and Drew's, was good, but we've seen them face off so many times that it's just old territory. And a lot of it, if you close your eyes and just listen to the commentary, I could see the match in my head, not because they were so vivid with their, color commentary and their explanations, but because I've literally seen this match before about 3 months or 2 months ago. And that's the problem. Right. I knew what was going to happen when the near falls, the finishers, and it was good, but it just didn't reach that level of excitement that I know these two can put out there. So it was just, why would they give it away on a Raw? Why would they make them, go to that level when it's not anything special? It is a go-home show, but it's not for a title. It's not a major pay-per-view. I just want
to report that Tommy NC 2010 hates women, the hashtag on Twitter, 600 tweets today.
Wow. Breaking records.
Yeah, thanks, Joe.
We are literally trending on Twitter right now. It's up to Arthur Reyes just sent me that it's up to 620 actually, so we've actually added to that.
Arthur chiming in. Thank you, Arthur.
The power of the Joe Cronin Show is working its magic. throughout the Twitter sphere.
Super chat.
It's unbelievable.
Super chat.
Tommy, just admit you hate women,
No.
you virgin.
Yeah. I don't think he does, though, really. I think that's the thing, is he doesn't. He likes them too much, like Jake said. He's sniffing Crystal. Listen, this is how fucking...
To get it, man.
Oh, Ashley Greenhold sent me something.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, no.
No got karma for mocking my Eagles last few weeks and how Sean Payton treated one of our female reporters. I'm WMOON Go Rams due to the fires.
Yeah, Fade to Black, thanks for the $5 super chat, man. Yeah, you give some love to the Rams, especially after those fires. And I love DMOON. The Red Sox already beat DMOON's Dodgers. DMOON, do you really want the Patriots to now beat your Rams, DMOON? Do you really want this to go down at the Super Bowl? You want to lose 2 world championships within a span of a couple months? I mean, is this what you want to do, DMOON? 3rd largest donator for the Joe Cronin Show ever, DMOON. You homeless bastard. I'm just...
Super chat.
I love you, DMOON.
Super chat.
Tommy racist confirmed grandfather is proud wizard.
His grandfather's a... Oh, my God. His grandfather's a proud wizard. The fucking wizard.
Grand Marshal.
Dude, Martin Luther King's a wizard, dude. Have you ever fucking read about on some of the shit that he's done? Fucking wizard he is. It's a weird dude. It's a weird fuck.
My name is Kane and I'm donating.
Oh.
Tommy, I'm having a dinner party next weekend and I would like to invite you.
Let's have
Do
one.
you think you'll be bringing a date? I would love to have a gay couple at the party to help make small talk. Just kidding, love you, big boy.
Jesus.
Tommy wants to burn MLK.
No! Deftones, that's so fucked up, dude. Deftones, thanks for the 666, but that's fucked up, man. That is so fucked up. I did not say that.
Shut up, us. Fuck you.
Deftones, I appreciate it, man. What's up? Love you, man. Love to you, man. We might have to grab a beer tonight. We have to whip out the beer tonight because I'm feeling sexy in a weird way. Like, I'm feeling strange. Like, I almost want to go outside and light the fire pit, like at fucking 12 at night or 1 in the morning. Just that'd be weird. Just walk outside, go live at the fire pit in the backyard and melt some fucking ice and snow. Dude,
just enjoy it.
Dude, getting
that does not sound weird.
Getting that fire started though is going to be like the most like fucking like please,
survival extreme.
Yeah, like if I can't
most
get
death-defying stunt.
If I can't get that log burning like bright enough within the first like probably I would say like 2.5 minutes. Like within 2.5 minutes, if I don't have a huge fucking fire lit, I'm just going back inside. I'm like, fuck this. No, never mind. Or like
I'm going those winter matches that are also waterproof.
Dude, I bought
for high winds.
I bought a mini torch the other day, like a cheap one, like a $10 or $8 like mini torch thing. Lighter, whatever. Might have been less than $10.
Nice. That'll burn through anything.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I don't know. We'll try. I'll light my dick on fire. Hey, listen, Amanda Greenholtz, are you in the chat, Amanda? Amanda, you should say hi if you're in the chat.
Shit bomb.
Oh shit.
Watch this SHT live from OKC. Seth versus Drew was lit, but overall boring. Never been bored watching live before, yikes.
Wow.
Can you recall a more lackluster go-home show to Royal Rumble?
Yes.
I can't.
No, I can.
No Rumble at the end. No surprises. Just same old shit.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, Mr. Mammoth, what the fuck has been up, bro? Thank you. Long-time listener and donator. Mr. Mammoth, and yeah, I'm telling you, man, live, this must have been a shitty stinker live, too. This was a horrible fucking go-home show. But we have had
people there
bad
were
ones.
not happy. They wanted to leave early.
Wow, but they've had bad ones the last 5 years. But yeah, this was... The fuck is going on, Tommy? I'm going to stab you in a second.
I'll stab you too, Joe.
Oh, yeah? With what?
My dick.
Yeah, he fucking.
There we go.
He got the line. You know what that line's from, right?
No, what's that from?
Oh, I wanted you to say the line from the movie. You did, but now you don't know what I'm talking about. It's from Airheads.
Oh yeah, I remember that was a good movie.
I'm gonna watch that
movie.
tonight. Let's fucking watch Airheads, dude. Fucking, he's teaching Pip how to be stronger with the gun, and it's like, I'm gonna stab you, and then it's like, with what? With what? With my dick! Fucking great scene. Anyway, Amanda Greenhold sent me this to my P.O. Box. Anybody wants to send shit to my P.O. Box, you know, it's in the description below. P.O. Box 85958, Braintree, Massachusetts, 02185. Joe Cronin Show.
Do not mail Joe any glitter bombs, okay? That's very bad. Very naughty.
Yeah, it is naughty, because I'll just enjoy it. I'll be like, yeah!
Take it out back to the fire pit.
I'll just fucking, as long as you know, just don't mail me arsenic or like murderous poison, because my kids will die, and that'd be mean. So,
Kids, who wants to play in the Anthrax again?
Yeah, it's one thing if you want to kill me, you know, but come on. Come on, brother. Gets all inspected and shit. We'll find your ass. But no, Amanda Greenhold sent me this. I forgot to open it last week with Tommy's. So, Amanda, if you're out there watching, what's up, Amanda? We're going to find out what she sent me. I'm hoping that it's nudes, but we're going to, I don't know.
Oh, good thing I didn't spoil it, because maybe we didn't get the same thing, but I got a really nice letter and gift from her as well, so.
Here we go.
Very thoughtful.
I don't know what she sent me. Amanda Greenhold.
It's not a bomb.
Amanda Greenholds. If she's not watching this, she's going to be like, oh, I missed it. Or whatever. I'll have to hit her up on Twitter. Should I read the card first? I don't even know.
All we hear is
I'm unwrapping
shit.
stuff. I'm unwrapping it right now. I'm unwrapping it. Is it a cowboy belt? Oh shit! She gave me some cool little fucking wristbands. I'm down with wristbands. Thank you. Look at this one.
It's all homemade too. She makes the jewelry at home.
This is cool. You know what's crazy about this? I don't know if she knew this, but I like to have things on my left hand, my left wrist, and my necklace. I have to have like something around my neck and on my left wrist. I'm very OCD about that. And I broke my wristband like 4 years ago, and I hadn't put anything on. And ever since then, I always feel like I'm missing something, you know? And so this is fucking... But I don't know why I never went out and bought new ones. But it's been driving me nuts, kind of, even though I'm not wearing them. And I feel way more balanced now. I don't want to get into like balance and fucking magnets and shit like that, but like it really balances me a little bit better. And I haven't had them
bracelets aren't something you can buy yourself. That's why it's a perfect gift.
Well, Joe Cronin, the best part of waking up is balancing your cup.
This is a badass. This was supposed to get to me for Christmas, so that's the one thing that this is like. This is the cool because it's like the last Christmas gift of the year. So I really appreciate this. She wrote, "Dear Joe, I don't know if I'm supposed to read this. Just wanted to say thank you, how much I love you, and I'm a YouTuber, and I love you so much. I'm going to leave my family for you, and I want you to leave your kids." No, just kidding. You and all my YouTube. She didn't say that. You and all my YouTube family, the greatest blessings I've had in years. This has been the most great stuff in years, and I love you, and fuck Leah. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks to your undying love. Wow, man, making her laugh. She's talking about making her laugh. And Merry Christmas, Joe and family. Wow, I love you, Amanda. Thank you, Amanda. You've been listening for years, and this was really awesome. This was the best Christmas card I got this year. This was legit, like fucking family, everybody, whatever. This was the best Christmas card I got of the year. That was really friggin' sweet. Thank you very much.
Very sweet.
You got one of those too, Jake?
Joe, if you had a female stalker, do you think Leah could take that female stalker?
I've had a female stalker before, but it's not Amanda Greenholz. Amanda's just a sweet girl, but female stalker, yeah, I've had a couple of those.
Really?
Yeah, you're looking at one until I transitioned.
There was one girl on. I remember there was one girl that just sent me her tits and was like, "Let's fucking meet up at WrestleMania or whatever."
Ooh.
I was like, "What the fuck?" I just showed it.
You did.
I showed it to Leah. I was like, "Hey, check this out. You better step it up."
And that's when Leah bought that vacuum for you.
Yeah, I just said, you know, hey, better bring it, Leah. You know, they're fucking out there. They're out there waiting. So thank you to Amanda. Thank you, Amanda, very much. I love you, Amanda. Let's. What else on Raw? I mean, everything sucked. We're down to Bobby Lashley.
I mean, Lucha House Party, obviously taking on Jinder and
oh my God,
the
dude!
Singh brothers.
Don't even bother. I left
TV
the room.
Time.
I left the room. I didn't see it. What happened? Did I miss anything?
Lucha House Party. They won. Mahal was pissed. He was flipping out at ringside.
Dude, this fucking Raw was a joke.
It was. I was like, oh yeah, this really feels new and inventive and creative. That's you know, all the buzz that we had about we're sorry and we're going to change things and make it better. That really feels new. So then they had a bit of a different vignette for EC3. It was the same one we used to get, but with a few new clips thrown in there.
Yeah.
And we see Dana Brooke backstage, and she tells EC3 that he looks great. And then they start talking about nutrition, and he is just silent. He doesn't say anything. He's just kind of like looking at himself.
He should have said, I'm gonna eat your pussy.
He should have said you tasted like tuna, and that would have been, but he didn't say a goddamn thing. And then we had Elias come out next. So again, EC3 is just silently holding up the backstage. Like,
let's fart with Elias.
Just fucking.
Why have them on both shows and then have him never speak? I mean, we saw Lacey tonight, and that was a joke. She's not going to work at all with the main roster audience.
I missed her, too. I saw the EC3 segment and Elias. But what happened with Lacey? I missed Lacey as well.
She came out during the Alexa Bliss, Moment of Bliss.
Oh, that's why I left the room during that. In the middle of it, I went,
all the women came out and said, I should win the Rumble. I should win the Rumble. And then they all started to brawl. They all, in a big fight, worked their way backstage. Alexa Bliss surprisingly said that she's going to be in the Rumble. She said that she'll be competing in the Rumble match.
Well, we knew she was cleared, so they might as well throw that out there.
Yeah, they were very worrisome about her and very cautious. But I guess it's less of a match, the Rumble, typically. It's a different type of work. Yeah. So I think they might be a bit more confident to have her come back then. I mean, you're not really taking as many bumps, and you spend a lot of time resting, typically. So I imagine that she'll come out later on as well, but I think she might take it. Honestly, we'll see what happens earlier in the night with the women's championships. But also, after she said she's going to be in the match, that's when Lacey Evans walked out. She takes the mic from her and goes on and on saying that, all the other women, they have no class, and they're not as sophisticated as her. And that was it. It was a shitty promo. The crowd was dead silent. Like you said, you can hear a pin drop moment. It didn't click, didn't garner any reaction, not even a boo. No one cared. They popped decently when Alexa said that she would be in the Rumble, but just silence for Lacey. So it was really lousy. And unfortunately, I don't think she's going to work at all.
Really?
Yeah. I don't see her garnering any type of response from the crowd. People just aren't going to care. She's got that, that 1920s pinup type thing going for her, and with Full Sail gets into everything usually.
Yeah.
And even if they don't care for you, they still want to boo and chant. It's just a different type of environment. So it comes across more lively, more exciting. With this, the main roster crowd, I just don't think is going to care at all.
A lot of them just didn't get it. But, I mean, I'll have to wait on her to see. But, yeah, it's an interesting point that you have to say right off the bat. Yeah, you don't think it's going to work out. So that's worrisome. Ebola in the Discord. Ebola, what's up, bro?
What's up, Joe?
Nothing much, man. What are you doing? What do you think about Raw?
I fell asleep.
See? Look at this.
And woke up to it.
Yeah, see?
I'm telling you, my kids kept me awake, and that was it. That's the only reason why I stayed awake, I think.
I mean, I enjoyed the last match, kind of, at the end.
What
and
about
then they cut it off, so.
What about Seth and Drew?
I was actually asleep for that. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow. Because Jake, what would you say was the best match of the night? Was it that match?
Yeah, it was Seth and Drew for sure.
It got a "This is awesome" chant. They had a pretty decent match. I'd say 6 out of 10, but for Raw, it was good.
Yeah, it was just every match that they've had so far. That's the problem. It was the same match. It was good, but there was no variation at all whatsoever. Actually, there was one.
Yeah, they have good matches.
I will say they had one part that I thoroughly enjoyed. I actually forgot about where Drew was in the corner. He got hung up for the Tree of Woe, and Seth went to go and hit him, and you saw Drew flip him back into the ring first. Seth then goes for like a corner spear almost, and Drew lifts up, hits the turnbuckle, and they had this nice little exchange. That was good, just because that was something we hadn't seen from them before. But out of like 13 minutes, that was probably 20 seconds of a sequence we haven't seen before. So,
right,
that is true. I don't remember the last time we've seen that.
Yeah,
That's
it
good.
was interesting. It was a creative bit of offense and defense. So.
Did you guys see Bailey botch, by the way, at the end on Ronda? That was looked horrible.
Wait, what did she do? I didn't see that. I mean, I was watching, but I didn't even notice.
Yeah, when she grabbed her, right? She kind of grabbed when she's grabbing her leg or whatever. She went to flip her, and Ronda landed hard. Like, looked like it hurt.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, oh, hope she's okay though.
I didn't even notice it. I can't believe I didn't notice it.
Yeah, it seemed like she was all right afterwards, but it did look pretty hard.
It sounds like Vince needs to bubble wrap a lot of his wrestlers if he doesn't want them to get injured. Or give them some pills so they don't get any dangerous ailments or something like that.
Give them some
saying
pills.
Just put them all on steroids, right, Tommy? That's your answer?
Get some pills, motherfucker. Hey,
you're
listen.
on a roll tonight. You're 3 for 3.
Yeah, you were going at it.
You hate women, you're burning MLK, and now you want to give them all steroids.
Now you're going after drug
I,
addicts.
you know, about
Making
the
sure
MLK
that they
thing
don't
from
get
it,
cancer, their wrestlers get cancer.
Is it me or does he have a better package this year than he did last year? Like his opening video package was way better this year than last year.
Oh yeah,
or was that
like
just me?
no, every year it's kind of epic, but this year was really crazy, and
I liked it, man. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, no, it was better. It
That's
was
pretty cool.
This was probably the best. At least, unless there's something I'm missing, this was probably the best Martin Luther King intro opening Raw's ever done. I would say it was very crazy. It was well done. And then the bell tolls. I mean, they went all out for that tonight.
Yeah, they really dug in deep.
I don't
That's
remember,
why when
like,
they do things like with Seth, bringing up his promo and making MLK a heavy focus early on, it just feels unnecessary.
Hey, listen,
It's pretty good though.
Chris
Brock-
Van. What was that?
Did you see Brock? Brock hit his head on the post. He never does that. Like he never takes a post shot.
Well, the funny thing
That
was
was good.
he also fell. I think he wanted to hit it straight on, and he fell and then had to hit it because he fell, I think. And that was even
Yeah,
funnier.
he tripped.
Yeah, that was great. He
tripped.
still
He's like,
did
"Oh,
it.
shit.
He
I'm
still
live."
sold it perfectly. It was really good how he sold it.
He really did.
It was funny.
Why wasn't he disqualified though? He suplexed Balor.
Because
Oh,
the
Brock's
story.
untouchable. Sorry.
Plot hole. Ebola, thanks for the Discord, man. They appreciate it, Ebola.
When I was watching that and he was trying to grab Finn, I was like, come here, boy. I'm going to give you a piece of something.
Did you say boy?
Did you just snort?
Like boy, like
Boy says boy all the time.
Like-
No one condemns him to be a racist when he does the Brock Lesnar voice.
oh my god. No, I'm kidding, Tommy. So Chris Van
I'm gonna go boa mode on you.
Chris Van Buskirk, I want to say thank you to Chris. He just became a $10 patron on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. I swear to God, we're going to have me and Leah's podcast up there soon and everything else. It's going to be great. And I'm touching
And
myself.
something we might do honestly.
We might do honestly at some point, sometime soon. We'll figure that out. Depends on if I like Tommy anymore. You know, we'll see. It's very sketchy. Real quick, one more thing we got to get to. Bodark. It is the Bodark. The Bodark Wolf. What's up, Bodark?
Hey, Wolfpack in the house, motherfuckers. You better subscribe to Joe Cronin now.
Wolfpack, motherfucking Wolfpack pussy.
Hey, at least I get more pussy than JD.
Probably, unless, well, if you don't count animals. What's going on?
I watched Raw, fell asleep, went back to MKX, fucked up some people, and I came back to WWE. I saw Ronda Rousey. Or should I call her Sonya? I don't know which one. She's two people the same. I don't know.
Yeah, she's really into that character right now. She's selling that deal pretty good. She's like, I'm in Mortal. You're into Mortal Kombat right now. You're in like full Mortal Kombat mode. You're so excited for 11 that you're playing 10. Like that's fucking hilarious.
I know. I'm sitting there. I got that budget planning, man.
You're like shaking, like I can't wait till it comes out. Like, oh god, I can't wait. I mean, I'm like that too a little bit though. I almost popped it in myself the other day.
Yeah, the problem is now is like you got all these fucking people that are going to be like abusing the shit out of the new mechanic system.
Yeah, I wonder what it's going to be like. I have no idea, but it should be interesting. But yeah, anything else that you wanted to say, Bodog, about Raw or anything like that?
Yeah, man. Just what the fuck is Vince McMahon doing? I think he was getting his boner when he was watching Brock Lesnar and whatever the fuck his name was doing the flexing.
Oh yeah, I mean, Vince was happy about that, but that's all he cared about apparently tonight, because tonight the show was fucking abysmal piss. It was garbage. Bodoc Wolf, I love you, bro. Bodoc Wolf is a good dude. We're gonna move fast through these Discord calls. Let's get one more. We got one more for right now. GT Man, X Lion.
Whoa.
What's up, GT?
Oh yeah,
What's going on?
dude, I want to shoot my fucking brains out on Raw tonight. The hell,
You want to what?
Like-
Sleep? What did you say?
dude.
Want to blow
I'm
his
sorry.
brains
I
out?
just want to blow my brains out after Raw tonight.
Yeah, you
Really.
sound like you watched Raw. You sound like you were just tortured by television.
Yes, I wanted to die. Like the opening was okay, but pretty much the rest of it, I'm not sure what the fuck I want to do. Like I pretty much questioned everything after watching that tonight. I really did.
It was horrible. M17 in the chat says, "Where's the U.S. title?"
Oh my god.
It's on SmackDown somewhere, right?
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
We might see it tomorrow.
Rusev's got it buried up his ass somewhere. It's inside Lana. It's inside Lana.
It's inside Lana,
That's
yeah. Maybe it has Lana's entrails on it.
Lana #1.
It's got Lana's little dots on it, baby.
While it's in Lana's
Like
#2.
official
Yeah,
dots.
let's just at least like connect the dots and see what shape it's gonna be. Hell, it might be in the shape of Russia. We don't know.
Yeah, maybe, man.
Even the shape of pudding, even better.
Bro, you're making me want to smoke weed right now, because like this is like the tone I'm getting. Like I love it. I mean, because this show killed me. I drink a beer. Hey, listen, GT man, what would you give Raw out of 10?
Probably either at least roughly a 2 or at least a 1.
Yep, that's about it, man. Sleepy time for GT. Thanks, bro. I love you, dude. You're good shit.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Oh,
baby.
yeah, man.
Smoke it up, baby. Buenos tardes. Buenos noches. There goes GT man. He sounded like he was already in the coma from Raw.
Yeah,
Like,
he's just not recovering.
He didn't even have anything to say. He was just like, Vince was jerking off and I'm tired. Like that's
No, I just gotta fucking.
that's how
fuck
bad
it.
it is, man. People aren't even like they're fucking fading out into obsolescence.
Super chat.
Tommy hates Fami as much he hates women. Food Tommy.
I think he hates Fami more than that. I'm gonna say. I'm just guessing. Casey is Raw. I'm just guessing Casey is Raw, but I think
maybe. Do you think Tommy hates wearing nice futons?
Of course Tommy would love Seth Rollins' burn it down quote. He used it last year when he started the wildfire here in California. As for Raw, it gets a poop out of 10 from me. Hashtag TommyMc2010 hates women and apparently MLK as well.
oh my god, and he's calling people boy. Merge, thank you for the 316.
Your voice so says the same shit. What the fuck?
I know, Tommy. I'm kidding, man. It's all right. You're getting buried tonight. I'm sorry. You are getting buried.
Unless I'm drunk or something, I cannot remember the last time I seen the full opening from Raw and SmackDown with the opening intro. Like, what the fuck am I missing? It seems like WWE hates its own life, right? Fucking cuck nugget fuck stick to key dick pussies.
Dick has herpes. Thank you for the donation. Dick has herpes. Can't blame you for that. Appreciate it too, man. I was playing a lot of Madden at the end of the night tonight. I was watching Raw at one point playing Madden. I did anything I could to keep me up, to keep watching it. It really just wasn't a lot to say about it. I was like, I don't.
Super chat.
It's a dead night.
Tommy's favorite wrestler isn't Balor, it's Eugene.
Eugene is Tommy's favorite wrestler. Deftones.
Who's Eugene?
What?
Who's Eugene?
You don't remember Eugene?
No, Hamza. I mean, Joe. I didn't
Hey,
watch.
Joe, it's my first
wrestling.
donation, and I am so happy.
Eugene is even kind of like new to me. Like I didn't even watch Eugene. Thank you for the donation, Lightning Blitz.
Here we go.
One of my friends gave me like an old DVD of SmackDown.
Tommy, come here boy is totally racist. The slave owners used to say that to their males.
Yep.
Slaves, stay offline for y'all and good the rest of the week.
Fade to black, thanks, man. Yeah, come here, boy. Like that's a very like white racist, own a black person type of thing, you know.
And Lightning Blitz with his first donation before that. So
what did Lightning Blitz say? Because
he said that it was his first donation and he's excited.
Oh damn, Lightning Blitz, you're excited, bro? I'm excited too. I'm so excited. I might just start freaking the fuck out.
Damn it, Lightning, you're getting Joe all horny.
Oh, yeah, you want to talk about something, Lightning? Oh, yeah, Monica!
My name is Kane and I'm donating
Hey bitch, where's the champ's belt? I want to take her out on Las Vegas Boulevard under those neon lights. And Tommy, is your favorite girl Wendy? Those red pigtails, am I right?
Oh, Monica.
The champ.
Dirty girl. Monica, you're going to get that belt.
What?
Monica, you're going to get more than that belt, Monica. You're going to get more than that belt in the mail, Monica. You're going to get some of this mail in the... You're going to get some of this mail in the mail. Monica, we're gonna give you. I'm gonna give
She's
you
gonna
so
take
much
the belt and
fucking
file a restraining order.
I'm gonna take that belt, Monica. Ooh, and I'm gonna make it feel good down there, Monica. You are mine, Monica. Tell James, Daddy's coming home, Monica. Tell James, fucking Daddy's fucking coming home, Monica. You tell James I'm coming over and I'm bringing the banana. And there ain't no stopping me this time, Monica. There ain't no stopping me. I'm gonna light a joint. I'm gonna smoke it. I'm gonna choke on it. I'm gonna choke somebody out tonight, Monica. Here I come, motherfucker. Here I come, motherfucker. I'm sorry. I just, sometimes I get crazy. And I gotta stand the fuck up, and I gotta start screaming shit into the fucking microphone, okay? Alright? Sometimes shit happens. Sometimes, hey, look, Tommy, here's your little kitty cat, Tommy. Here's your little kitty cat. Look at, he doesn't even work anymore. Sucking. Oh, my fucking faggoty cat.
Poor cat.
You fucking little bitch.
Ask Joe Cronin is a womanizer and cat abuser.
Hey, JD, try to talk shit about me, JD. I'll bite your goddamn dick off, JD. Go ahead, try to fuck with me, huh? Try to feed me your shit. I'll feed you my fucking fangs, you motherfucker. You fucking JD. I'll feed you. Put the fucking lights on me. Put the fucking lights on me. Vince McMahon, you fucking cocksucker, Vince McMahon. I swear to God, if I ever see JD, Vince McMahon in person, I'm gonna take my cat, my fecal matter, and I'm gonna stuff it up their rectum.
We need to fix that cat. Somebody's getting neutered.
Here's what I think about your cat, Tommy. Fuck.
Not Sniffles, too.
Fuck your cat in the ass. Fuck your cat in his ass. I'm gonna smoke some kind of shit up in this hole. I'm gonna smoke some kind of asshole. Alright, I'm sorry. I'm just fucking... I'm so bored. I'm so bored from Raw, like my ADD is kicking in. I'm so bored from Raw.
Joe, I remember Matt the Misfit calling in last year and saying that he wanted thought maybe it would be Finn Balor, the Demon, coming back at WrestleMania, but before he had his match, set, that it was going to be him versus The Undertaker.
Really?
Remember he went on and on about how he wanted to see that happen, Finn as the Demon taking on The Undertaker.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I do remember that.
And he said it again, I think it's going to happen this year. He's been saying it for months now, months and months. Well, just so you know, anybody that says that, JD came up with it. And you can send that to the bank. So no one
JD
else
came up with that. Yeah, Matt
JD came up with that idea the other day. And if anybody else takes it, then you're copying him. So be careful.
Everybody, remember to tell JD on Twitter, even if you're not following him. Go tweet JD that Matt the Misfit said that on the Joe Cronin Show last year. Actually, JD,
he said this 5 hours ago. He said, prediction: Finn Balor doesn't use the Demon for Lesnar. He saves it for the Undertaker at Mania. Spare me your JD steals ideas and wipe your ass with them instead.
Wow.
So he doesn't steal ideas. He just borrows them.
And Joe, your camera's on the floor, by the way.
That's on Skype. There's a problem.
Yeah.
There's a problem with the Skype camera on Skype. So yeah. There's a
Oh,
problem.
okay.
It's not. It's
Camera's
not on
up
the
your ass,
broadcast.
Tommy.
It's up your balls. Tommy, how does it feel to have been eaten out by several different people?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't either. I'm just making shit up.
That's
right
not
now.
what you said last night. You were going on and on about how good it felt, and you wanted to reciprocate, but they wouldn't let you.
Nope. You don't remember that?
No
Talking
comment
about?
Remember that?
I think there's two sides to you, Tommy.
There's a
What do you
couple
mean?
different sides.
When you think we're alone, you get all dirty and you talk nasty, and once you're on the air, you want everybody to think you're innocent, but you know you're not. You know you're freaking naughty. You just got to let that out.
I'm decent. I'm a gentleman.
Yeah, see, it's all an act.
I'm
The
not an
real,
actor,
the
I'm
real
100%.
women hating Tommy comes out when the lights go off, huh, Tommy?
You know, they're like, I'm not. You know, I am who I am. I do what I do.
He's denying it now, Joe, but we know the truth. This is what Raw does to us. I'm sorry, folks.
What manipulates our souls and makes us look deep down into the dark parts of our soul and finds that true evil and makes us release true darkness and makes us want to find the whole piece of the Sorcerer's Stone and destroy the whole entire world, and then we set it on fire.
Bye, Tommy.
All right.
Goodbye.
All right.
I go. Did you see Tommy? I wish I had Tommy on. I wish I had Tommy on the show because he was like this, like ha ha. And then I go, thanks, Tommy, and hung up on him.
That was it,
dude.
Just thank you, Tommy.
You know, he just freaked out. Like he was like, "Are they like that?" And then we hung up on him.
They loved it.
Well, there goes Tommy. Everybody, you're welcome.
Make sure you continue to retweet Joe's tweet.
Yeah, remember that. And
that he
remember,
sent out before. Hashtag TommyNC2010 hates women.
And the tweet is still trending everywhere. You know what sucks is I lost my microphone cover for this. I got a windscreen cover and I lost it.
Oh, for the headset, yeah.
Yeah, it's a great headset. You know where I got this headset from? Was I was watching Angry Joe one day. I was watching his review of something. And I was like, he's always got a great headset. Wherever he got that headset from. And I went and I looked it up and I found the exact one and was like, shit, there it is. And the headset's great.
Which headset is that?
It's a fucking...
Because it does sound fantastic.
It's a really good headset. It's $200. It's a good headset.
Yeah.
I think which the...
Because he never uses a microphone. And he always sounds crystal clear.
Lackluster. Saw a brown shadow from Sasha's short.
Yeah, dude. Oh, my God. Yo, Goon, what's up, Goon? Man, Sasha's ass is beautiful. It's the BH. It's the audio. It's Audio Technica, too, which is weird because Audio Technica... Like, dude, I've got, 3 Audio Technica mics. They're all good. If you're middle of the road, is really good for Audio Technica.
Yeah.
But anyway...
For the price point and, bar to entry, it really is worth it.
Oh, did you say bud entry? I thought you said bud entry. Okay, so here's the deal. The bottom line is there really wasn't a whole lot to say about Raw tonight. It was so boring and so just shitty. I'm going with Raw being a 3 out of 10. That's what I'm giving it. Jake, what would you give it tonight?
Yeah, I got to agree. I mean, Seth and Drew did put on a good effort, but unfortunately, the Ascension and Heavy Machinery were not going to save tonight.
No. Oh, yeah, I forgot. How did you feel about Heavy Machinery? I mean, I thought it was it was just like whatever. They debuted, they beat the Ascension. It was just kind of funny watching a team that's really good, pretty good, beat another team like the Ascension who, I mean, quite frankly, the Ascension at one point was kind of as big or bigger than they were, and they just got buried from day one, and now they're getting buried by the up-and-comers. It's just a very fucked up, sad thing.
It really is. I mean, that's kind of the thought I had, too, with it. The Ascension were monster heels in NXT.
Here we go. About to get it, man. Here we go.
Reigning
About to
tag
get it, man.
champs.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we
Here we
go.
go.
Here we go.
Show her ass already. I missed it.
Oh, really? Money, you got to go on Twitter. Somebody sent it to me on Twitter. In fact, if anybody else can send it to me on Twitter, I will retweet those. and I will spread the love of Sasha's ass around the world. We will spread the love. We'll spread the lovely Sasha Banks' ass throughout the world. What is Chris just signed up on Patreon? Make sure you're following me on my Discord, Chris. You're on my Discord, right? So I can add you to the VIP. I'm just trying to figure out what his thing is, because now I'm freaking. I'm doing this while I'm on the air because I don't give a shit. I'm just crazy.
That's what this show gets.
Yeah, I know I don't see him. Shit, dude. It's driving me nuts. I don't see him. Yeah, make sure you add me on Discord first. Anything else from the news or anything that you see, Jake, that you want to talk about before we...
Finn Balor, says that he'll come up with a plan for Royal Rumble. This was after Raw, I guess, ended. Everyone's quoting the ESPN article. What he said in the article, too, we started to touch on before, but he said, I feel like maybe I leaned on the Demon too much there in the past as a crutch. I can assure you that the man who faces Brock Lesnar at Royal Rumble will be Finn Balor, the man. I think a lot of people were surprised when I came out at WrestleMania not in Demon paint, but I feel like I had a bigger message to spread that day. One of equality and acceptance, which we went on and we commented on Gay Balor that day, being for everybody. He said, honestly, that match, this match just came about so fast that I haven't had much time to think about it. I don't have any new gear. I don't have any new looks, but we're 6 days away, so I'm sure I'll come up with something. And that's what he said. So that's the whole quote. People are only using the top part. So, we still might see him as the Demon. I'm not, sold that it won't be, but we heard Alexa Bliss that the segment with her being, topless in the dressing room was actually Alexa's idea. She was trying to do a little bit of a tribute to Trish Stratus because it was something Trish did back in the day. She's a big Trish Stratus fan, and it was her idea to have the guy walk in and see her changing. So anybody knocking it, it was something that she wanted to do, not something that was pushed on her. So it was actually Alexa's idea, trying to be a little more risque, and she thought it would be a good lead-in to her Moment of Bliss talk show.
I just, I don't know why they don't just, I didn't know why they didn't just have her kind of walking around, a bit naked-ish without the, walking. I could have, that scene would have been fine if she was, getting ready and stuff, and... she was just like, okay, hand me my thing, and then she had to go change behind the thing after that. I didn't think they needed the whole, oh, excuse me, oh my God, what are you doing in here? I thought that was cheesy. They could have just
because there's already a cameraman in there. The camera guy didn't walk in with, it was just, it was odd. So
yeah, they could have done the same thing without making it that cheesy. And that's...
Yeah. But they are trying to make it a little bit more risque, I guess, and we heard that they're going to try and push things and try and push the limit going forward. And we saw that the next night with the hotel room brawl and Mandy trying to seduce, the Usos. So we didn't really see any of that tonight.
Tonight was a mess. Tonight was a revert back to the boring Raws we had seen. They really reverted back tonight on Raw. It was not good. Just the only thing. I don't have much to say. It was just so not good. I mean, Vince McMahon, they almost feel like they're trying to sort of calm people down and bring their own, I heard people say oh, they're putting Finn Balor there because of AEW. I think JD said that or whatever. He was saying that, and people were sending it to me. It's well, what were they doing when Finn Balor won the Universal title then? I mean?
Yeah, exactly. That
years
was before
ago.
AEW.
I got news for you, JD. Finn Balor's already been in the company now for 3 or 4 years.
And he wasn't getting out anytime. It's not like his contract is up next week or next few months. He's there for a long time. It's pushed back even further because of the injury as well. So same thing with the Revival. They were out for 8 months or 10 months as well. So they have extra time on their contracts. That's why it's pushed back to 2020.
That's about it, man. That's all I really want to say. We had a good gaming stream Sunday night. That was fun.
Yeah, I wish I could have been there for that. We had a house full with the funeral stuff this weekend, so it worked out. But, speaking of, a little bit of positive news, Roman Reigns is reportedly doing very well. He's in Hawaii, still vacationing with family, but he's still getting treatments at his vacation home. So he's doing, chemotherapy and leukemia treatments daily at his home in Hawaii. But he says he's feeling well, and there is no plan for him to return currently.
Wow.
You know, nothing in the works, I should say. He will, you know, he wants to come back, but there's nothing set up or in the works. So,
yeah, TLWG Keith in the chat says they're pushing Finn because they gave up on Braun. I mean, it
certainly feels that way, doesn't it?
it feels like that, or there's something about the injury we don't know about, or they're delaying Braun. That's the other thing they could be doing too. It could be any of these things. One of the things, you know, is, you know, delay right now, but then Braun comes back around Mania time. You know, I'm not. Nobody knows what they're really doing because there's so many different things they could be doing. You can make up a story in your mind all you want. If you want to, if you want to go with they're delaying Braun right now, but he's going to eventually be the guy at WrestleMania. If you want to go with nope, they've bailed on Braun, they're going with Finn Balor now, possibly because of pressure from AEW stuff. You know, you can run with whatever you want to try to run with and pretend like you know. But you don't know. There's 3 doors, and if you pick one, you get a 1 out of 3 chance of being right, probably.
Could be even a couple more doors than 3. You know,
there's probably a couple more. Yeah, I'm missing a few things. No
might
doubt.
not be make a deal, but you are onto something, and that's the thing. I mean, to
I
me,
hate Braun.
honestly, how I take it is just that they don't want. It doesn't feel like they want him to be champion, because if they did, they've had so many opportunities. When he originally faced Brock, when Roman vacated the title, when he cashed in his Money in the Bank contract, like, he's had multiple chances to legitimately be the champion. And then also considering that he could have, you know, gotten the title here, and he could have done so without making Brock look weak. They could have built it up some way. And, you know, I think they don't find him valuable as champion at this point in time. I think he's over, but they don't seem to trust him with the belt.
I hate Braun because they've treated him like shit. So much that he's now pathetic. Like, it all started once he did that whole cash in the Money in the Bank thing. When he like failed cashed in that and was like an idiot, I was like, dude, I'm not cheering for this guy. He's like a fucking idiot. Like, I'm not.
Yeah, he went from over heel to semi face to full blown face. You know, Mr. I have to cash in without betraying my integrity and tell you that I'm cashing in a month ahead of time, to being a heel the next week before the match for the cash-in. So there was no point of him cashing it in. That's what made it even more egregious. That's what made it so much worse.
Yeah, I just didn't. That was exactly right. Exactly when I bailed on Braun. Right there, I went, fuck this guy. Fuck this fucking. And then he comes out and he's like, well, I'm going to be the champion. Blah. Like, you suck, Braun. You know, I'm not kidding, man. I apologize to the guy, you know, playing the character and everything. But, you know, go get your guns and make a YouTube channel about shooting guns, because I think you suck now. I mean, you're athletic, you're great, whatever. WWE makes you like a fucking big Neanderthal retard guy. I don't like you. And, you know, I don't know what the answer to that. Nobody's great. Nobody's going over the hump. You know, even back in the day when I was a kid, if Hogan went missing or whatever, when Shawn Michaels wasn't that popular and he was in the IC division, when he was, you know, Shawn Michaels mid-card, like, I always knew that even if something else wasn't going on that I enjoyed, I always knew I love Shawn Michaels. I can't wait for Shawn Michaels to be out there. I love cheering against fucking the good guys to cheer for Shawn, and that pumped me up. There's, like, really not many people right now that I'm cheering for or that I'm thinking about. Like, I've just kind of seen it all. There's no classic matches anymore either, I feel like. Like, I can't remember, even in the last few years, matches where I'm like, ooh, I'm going to remember that forever, or I'm going to go back and watch that again forever. I mean, but there are good matches that happen, and you're like, wow, that was sick. But I really don't remember them. The only ones I remember mostly are the NXT ones. And to me, what happens a lot is a lot of these matches feel the same. You know, even if they're exciting when you're watching it, when you watch it back, it's the same. It's like, oh, the false finish, oh, the false finish, oh, the false finish, oh, crazy, oh, someone wins. You know, what happened to that? Like, I feel like I'm never going to see a match again like Stone Cold versus Bret Hart at WrestleMania 13. I'm never going to see matches again like Roddy Piper versus Bret Hart at WrestleMania 8. I'm never going to see a match like Macho Man versus Ric Flair at WrestleMania 8. You know, I'm never going to see these matches, I feel like, in like Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, the first Hell in a Cell. Even Mick Foley's matches. Just, I just feel like I'm never seeing anything different. It's always the same thing, whether it's a regular SmackDown match with like Jinder Mahal, or whether it's a flip crazy athletic New Japan wrestling match. Like, I just feel like there's something, I'm never gonna see that like powerful story and that memorable moment that's classic that I'll never forget. You know, when
a feud that reaches that level of capturing your entire imagination, attention, and emotions all in one.
Yeah, I don't, you know, it's just
I was so invested. Like, for you, it really was Shawn. But for me, like, the thing I think I was most invested in was the Rock and Stone Cold at WrestleMania 15. For some reason, like, that always stands out to me. There were things that I liked more than that before that and after that. But, like, that just was, like, at the peak height of my enjoyment. My age, my friends, like, everything just coincided with that.
That had so much hype. That they didn't really have a good match at WrestleMania 15 that much, but it was a good, like, it was exciting at the time.
Yes.
It was very...
When they finally clashed off, we'd seen them wrestle before that, but when they finally, started wailing on each other at WrestleMania, the electricity, you hear that all the time, but it was, next level, unpalpable. It's hard to compare. The pops that you hear, the signs, the level of interaction from the fans, and it's just like you said. We likely will never see that again. And I wish we could have a renaissance where things pick back up, because we saw a lull for a while, then we saw it get big again, and then it faded off. And we see these peaks and valleys, but never have they reached the heights that they were then. And I can only dream to see that.
I'm trying to think
aspire
back
to greatness.
I'm trying to think back right now to stuff that I remember of the last 5-6 years. I'll tell you guys right now. I'm trying to rattle it off, but maybe you guys could remind me. But without being reminded, I am just gonna tell you what I remember right now that like is like a memorable moment to me. To me, it's Daniel Bryan. It's two things. It's Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam. It really is. That's one of the most, right now, memorable things. Daniel Bryan hitting John Cena with the Basaiku knee kick to the head. Cena selling it. And then Randy Orton cashing in. That was a moment that was one of my last moments that I remember that I'm like, yeah, that I'll never forget that. I'll go back and watch that again. To this day, I've watched that moment several times over. That was really, really well done. That was special.
Here we go. About to get it, man. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, no.
Braun is the new Ryback. Feed me more equals get these hands same fucking thing.
Yeah, it is the same thing, Money. You got it, bro. You nailed it. And you're right. Money, thanks for the donation. I love you, buddy. Thank you guys for the support of my channel. I love it. Bring on the fucking fun, man. All the donation amounts are in the description box below if anybody else wants to go nuts before the show gets over with. I don't know if I'm going to stream games now or not, but... So, yeah, Undertaker and Shawn Michaels was sick. Like, those were amazing, too. I go back and watch those as well. Those are, like, the more modern version of what I was talking about with Ric Flair and...
Yeah,
that
John
stuff.
Cena, CM Punk, and Money in the Bank stands out, but that's more than 5 years. In the last 5 years, like there's so many takeover matches that stand out.
Yeah,
honestly,
takeover. Yep. Takeover.
If you're talking about moments, though, too, like a moment that really stood out would have to be Sami Zayn and Nakamura, because that was more. I mean, the match was next level amazing, but the moment to see Nakamura arrive, and it felt like two different sports clashing in a way, like a whole different type of wrestling, the strong style coming over to WWE, and it just felt special. That really stands out. But main roster wise, there's really, like you said, not much that exceeds expectations. I go back and I would love to. I got to watch this again, and like you said, without being reminded of things. Yeah, there's good matches. There's a lot of good matches here and there, and I see people naming things in the chat that they enjoyed. But
and I agree with some of them too. I
years,
just forgot, but I agree with you guys a lot on some of these.
Yeah, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, and Battleground, that was really good. There's a few in there. Yeah, Dolph's cash in. We covered that with OKayfabe. There's moments like that. CM Punk and Undertaker was really good, but 5 years. You figure, 2014 to now.
Yeah, it's tough to come up with stuff.
Yeah, it's tough to really be like, this stands out for this reason.
Oh shit.
What the fuck, man? Tommy, get out of the fucking chat, bro.
Tommy, get out of the chat, dude. Come on, Tommy. What the hell are you doing, bro?
Tommy
Seriously?
and Ryback.
Tommy and Ryback. Now what are they teaming up? Motherfucker. Why are they going to team up like this? Why are they going to team up on me like this?
Tommy says we need Undertaker versus Sting.
Oh, God. Yeah, we needed that 5-6 years ago.
We needed that 8 years ago, realistically.
Realistically, 8. But, yeah, I would have taken it even 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Yeah, 4 tops. Now.
Shit bomb.
Nia Jass is so fat when she skips a meal. KFC's stock fat. I took a photo of her last year and it's still printing.
Oh my God.
So fat her shadow weighs 85 pounds. Joe, I feelin' on those big matches. Joe versus Lesnar was the last one, but it ended so quick.
Samoa Joe?
Yeah. That was a flash in the pan, really.
But that was not. Yeah, like I can't even. Like AJ Styles to me was a better match against Lesnar.
And most of those, not even just like. Oh, you know what does stand out?
I did like
Cena.
AJ Styles versus Lesnar. I would maybe pick that a little bit, but again, it's
I
not
would
the
pick
same
John
match.
Cena and Lesnar at SummerSlam. That stood out because the way he destroyed Cena, we just hadn't seen that before.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely
all the 16 suplexes and just demolishing him like it was a baby doll being thrown around.
Listen, I agree with that was a shocking thing and pretty cool and everything, but my point, I guess, is that I'm talking about that classic wrestling match. To me, that's a gimmick. Like, it's like a shock.
Yeah, that was
thing.
a moment, not a match. But
yeah, I mean, it was, but it's like I'm looking for a match that's like, wow, look at that.
Yeah, that's why I was saying, Sami Zayn and Nakamura really stood out for me. Gargano, he's had a few moments like that with all.
Oh, NXT. If you want to, no, I mean, I'm just talking about the main roster. NXT, there's a lot of matches on NXT.
Yeah, dude, it's a bit of a cheat.
The Revival, even like the Revival recently, like they had just a couple of great matches. Like with they just had. It's amazing how tag team wrestling was alive and kicking in NXT. And then they called the guys up.
And Authors of Pain, that triple threat.
They called the guys up, and you were like, oh, yeah, these guys deserve this. And then they get up there, and then it's just like, wow, they didn't use them worth a shit in the main roster, and they'll never get to this level. But they make it look so easy in NXT, and it's like, dude, the wrestling was so good, the intensity. And I know the crowd kind of helps that because they don't have the same crowd they're playing to. They could go out there, and they could kill it. And the crowd still probably wouldn't be the same necessarily as NXT TakeOver. But, that's fine. But so what? So book your Monday Night Raws with like quick little stories or whatever. And then when you get to Chicago, like Survivor Series or SummerSlam somewhere, well, whip out that tag team and say, listen, guys, go out there and do what you did at NXT TakeOver and kill it. Like, just go do it. And then have them do that at SummerSlam, and then people will come out unglued, and you'll have a match that you'll remember forever. Because maybe not everybody will remember what the Revival did in NXT, because maybe only 800,000 people to 500,000 people watched it, but it was awesome, and it was one of the better things done. But at least now you got it on record in SummerSlam, like you did it there. It's kind of like if you're in preseason, you're a baseball player, and it's preseason, spring training. And you go out there and you hit like fucking 9 home runs in a game.
Can't get hard since I can't see Jake.
Oh, Money. What's up, Money? Love you, buddy. Mr. Money there. Dropping the money. Yeah, it's like if you hit 9 home runs in a preseason game. Or you
oh, that's amazing, but it doesn't count.
Yeah, or you throw a no-hitter in a preseason game. It's like, wow, that was awesome, but... no, you want to like immediately like, no, I got to do that on the major league level. I got to do that in the real season. Like, but then when you get to the real season, like your coach fucking makes you play shortstop instead. That's literally what it's like. It's like, dude,
You were the best pitcher ever.
Yeah,
you were your shortstop. Get over here.
I just wow. Banks just threw a no hitter in spring. You know, he stayed in the whole game and threw a no hitter, and then he gets up to the season, and they're like, you know what, we're gonna make you a reliever. And it's like, no, you're taking me. Why would you ever do this? Why would you ever not allow somebody to reach their maximum potential? And you know, I know that Vince maybe thinks that. I mean, it does sound to me like Vince does have a little bit of an issue where a lot of the wrestlers are like pussies, and they won't fucking speak up and go do things. But you know, I wonder if they're starting to get more bold now that they think like their jobs aren't on the line anymore, because like they want to keep everybody. In fact, we never got. Did we ever get the releases this year? We didn't get that, did we?
No,
like,
we didn't have that.
We didn't have
Black
the dump
Friday
of
type thing or Black Dark Monday, whatever they called it.
Yeah, there was no release of
everybody.
talent. There was like one person or something.
And we had Enzo and Cass leave.
Right, but that was
You know,
okay. Cass was one. Enzo kind of left offed himself with the.
That was essentially.
Oh no, Enzo didn't off himself. That fucking bitch.
Well, the allegation, yeah.
That chick lied about him raping her, and he got fired. But it was all.
But to be honest, if it was anybody else, they might have been able to hold on to their job.
Right, but yeah, Cass
he ruffled a lot of feathers. Yeah, Cass caused problems. Neville before that wanted out. So. Same thing with Austin Aries. Yeah, no, there was nobody that they really let go last year that I can recall.
Yeah, so here we are with unbelievable that they did not release the talent this year. We didn't see that 4 to 6. I remember like twice this last year I thought Alicia Fox was going, and they didn't let her go. I like Alicia Fox. Something likable about her, even though she really can't wrestle that well, and she keeps it very basic. And whatever her character is, like, she's crazy.
I want to like her, but sometimes, like tonight, she was so over the top that it's just cringeworthy.
But I just mean she's just so sweet or whatever behind the scenes, but crazy. But she really is crazy. Like Wade Barrett never would have stayed with her. Whatever she thought about Wade Barrett, dude, he was like, "Get me the fuck away from you." It was like when Ryback flipped out on me at WrestleCon, dude. Wade Barrett was like, "Get me the fuck out of here." He was just like you could see it on Wade Barrett's face when Ryback was yelling at me that he didn't want anything to do like with what the fuck Ryback was saying to me. He was just like, "Get me the fuck out of here." Where's the clip? Watch Wade Barrett's face. Like he wants nothing to do with it. He's like,
he wanted nothing.
I thought we were gonna get a sandwich. Like Ryback, you gonna be okay? By the way, all Ryback's buddies that are in this video with him, they all left him because they found out he was a dickhead. Look at Wade Barrett right there. He's looking at Ryback like, "Here we go. This is what he does." And look at Pat Buck staring at the camera like an idiot. Pat Buck knew they were being recorded, but he hates Ryback so much he was like, "You know what? Fuck it. I hope they do record him." And now Pat Buck hates Ryback, and I'm sure Wade Barrett probably does now, or maybe he doesn't because they're boys from Next or NXT or way back when.
You don't know yet.
He's like, "Here we go. I've seen this before."
Publicly talking shit to me. And then
now he looks at me like,
doing impersonation on your show.
He's just so uncomfortable right now.
You put out, no, but it's you. You make the decision to do it.
Now he looks around at Pat Buck like, "Here we go."
Don't blame it on your fucking producer. It's disrespectful on so many levels.
Look at that face.
You don't know me and how
Those
fucking
eyes.
hard I've worked for this. And you, a guy that you're a fucking fan.
You're a fucking fan. Why?
You've never done this. And there's shit people like you that do this shit that give me a bad image. Ask anybody that fucking knows me. What kind of
I love when he said that it's shit people like me that give him a bad image, and I'm like, dude, you're giving yourself a bad image.
The fun eats me alive. Guys like you go and you fucking do that. Why? I would never in a million years go and disrespect another human being like that. Yeah, you got to show.
The next day on his podcast, he says that he wishes I die in a pit of spikes, and if he could kill me, he would. Yet he just said he never would do this to another human being. And by the way, I never said that
disrespect anybody.
I never said I wanted Ryback to die or die in a pit of spikes or be killed. But he wished death upon me in multiple ways and even talked about fantasizing about murdering me on his podcast. And you can say that's a joke. I agree. But I was joking. He's mad about a joke I made, and he says, I'd never do that to another human being. What, you wish death upon me the next day on the podcast. And if anybody out there doesn't believe that, go listen to his podcast from the day after this fucking video at WrestleCon. The fucker talks about how he thinks about murdering and killing me and stuff.
Like that. Yeah, you gotta show, be entertaining in your own way.
You gotta show, yeah, I gotta show a show that gets more views than yours.
Don't fucking pull me in.
And by the way, I've invited him multiple times on the show, and it would help him. It won't help me. It will help you. And he won't come on. And I even told him I'll go on your show under an alias and argue with you if you want. I'll be like Paul John, and you can edit it if I say anything out of line or whatever. Like seriously, and the guy just radio silence, block on Twitter.
That fucking world. But you do. It's on you. So don't say it's your producer.
No, I got you. It's my job.
I'm trying to explain now, like he's confusing things. He's got things wrong, but he just keeps talking. So I'm like, oh, whatever. Look at my fucking pube face that comes on screen, though. Wade Barrett's like, oh, thank God a fan came over to say hi to me so I could get the fuck away from this.
Get out of this position to influence things. Don't fucking be a shithead that makes the...
Don't be a shithead.
It was funny, too, because people were like, oh, Joe, you're such a pussy and stuff like that. Ryback chewed you out and everything. I'm like, dude, I walked up to Ryback, shook his hand, said, I'm Joe Cronin, to his face after the other day, like, calling him a fucking pussy and all these things. And
yeah, he wanted your cameras taken away. He wanted you thrown out. He wanted security brought in.
Right.
He was the bitch there.
Well, I will say he didn't want security. He did not want security to come in. That didn't happen. We actually saw him walking in the hallway later on. He didn't say anything. I think he thought, like, oh, I'm intimidating this guy or something. But the point is, like, I walked up to him knowing, I thought about it. I go, this guy might fucking try to punch me. Like, I knew it. I said, well, I'm going to go up to Ryback and just tell him, my point of view on this whole thing. He may try to fucking attack me or get me thrown out or who knows what he'll do. But he just kind of went off on a promo, which was fine, and I let him do it. And then I just kind of said, yeah, I mean, this was the issue, that was the issue, and I'm sorry. I hope you feel better, fucking joking around on a show. I figured you knew that. And but he just wanted to cut the promo.
World better, a fucking worse place. Make it fucking better. And you have that opportunity, yet you do it in fucking...
It's great motivation what he's saying here, too. Like, you have a voice, you have a platform, like, make the world a better place and shit. I totally get that. Like, I'm down with that in real life. But I kind of do a comedy show, so sometimes we're kind of, like, tearing the world down a little bit to enjoy it. But it comes from a good place. And so I really don't think it's the big fucking miserable hellhole that he's making it out to be. But again, the weird thing is he's a contradiction, and he literally does the opposite of that on his show. So it's just very bizarre. And that's why Pat Buck in the back here, this guy left him and said he was a scumbag person. And that's why Pat Buck left Ryback. And you can go listen to him talk about that on new podcasts. Or like that he was embarrassed by Ryback. Ryback was ruining relationships for him. And he was unhinged and shit. And he was weird. Like, all that shit is said by Pat Buck right behind him at the time. His podcast partner, supposedly his friend. I mean, I don't have a problem really with Ryback. I just don't know why he's so fucking mean and fake and shit. And Pat Buck found that out apparently, and they had a falling out. I've had falling outs with people too, but it just goes to show you how weird the guy is.
You bash me in this net. Oh, I'm joking. You've never met me. You don't know me.
Exactly. I've never met you, so I'm clearly joking. You fucking idiot. Like, I mean, seriously, Ryback, you fucking idiot. Like, I've never met you. You literally just said it. Like, you've never even met me. It's like, of course, I haven't met you. That's why when I make jokes about you, like eating fucking guys' underwear and stuff like that, it's clearly a joke because I've never met you and I don't know you.
Get the fuck of my TV, brah. Let's feast on my dick, brah. I work for AU, brah.
Mustang Man. What's up, Mustang? Oh, you're about to see Mustang Man at the end of this video. Thank you, Mustang Man, for the donation. Yeah, it's just, I don't know.
You don't, not at all. So I appreciate you apologizing, but you've already done calling me a pussy. People don't know that you've never met me. You don't know me.
He's acting like I tell people I do know him. I did not know him. I never said I knew him. I called you a pussy on the internet. I don't know you. Then I walked up to you and said, this whole thing has been a misunderstanding, and I want to apologize for you being upset about it and for the misunderstanding. And, I was joking when I called you a pussy, obviously, and all these other things. And he's like, people don't know that you don't know me. It's like, people know I don't know you. What the fuck are you talking about? Now I still don't know you. I'm just being yelled at by you.
So like, you're being disrespectful. And there's a certain level you don't cross, and you did.
What level did I cross, by the way? I made jokes that Ryback said he wouldn't come on the show unless it was for a lot of money. And I made a joke about Ryback wanting millions of dollars and wanting fucking chocolate and wanting fucking gold bars. And then he made fun of me. He got mad at me for that. Then he blocked me on Twitter. And then one of my friends called the show as Ryback and made jokes as pretending to be Ryback as a joke. And then I said, Ryback's a pussy and stuff like that. That's all that got said. That's crossing the line? I mean, like, Jesus Christ, dude, how soft are you?
And you did. And you just don't say.
Look at Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett is still laughing in the background. Well, look at Wade Barrett. He's like, is this over yet? He's like, oh, boy, it's still going on. It's still going on. It's still going on.
Producer fucking did it. Just be better than that.
Stu Bennett, by the way.
I really am seriously sorry, and I really have made videos about how much.
Now I'm explaining to Ryback, listen, dude, I'm really sorry. I do comedy on my show. We make jokes about everybody, blah, blah, blah. But I also have said in the past, I've made videos about respecting you and your injury and how you worked to come back from it and all these good things about you and how I don't think you were used right. And that's basically what I say to him right here. So like there's a flip side to the comedy, where I tell the truth about my real opinions on wrestling and, what you've done. And, he's like right here, he's like, have you ever seen a football on a human being's shoulders? This is his head.
I know it doesn't matter.
Ryback just declined a picture. I was willing to give him money. And he declined the picture.
Oh, yeah, then JD asked him for a picture, and he said no. And I was like, oh, I wouldn't ask him for a picture. But JD did. And the funny thing about that is I remember people were giving me shit. Like, Joe, you asked him for a picture? You're an idiot. Why would you ask him for a picture? It's like, dude, well, I didn't. JD did. And then I was like, ugh. And then he declined it because he thought we were going to use it as some kind of like, see, Ryback's fucking idiot, whatever. And I was like, nah, we just wanted to kind of, whatever. He doesn't need the money. It would have been cool. See, if Ryback was a cool guy, what he would have done was we would have turned the camera on, and he could have put his like arm around my neck or something and been like, see, if Joe Cronin steps out of line and talks shit again, I'm gonna snap his fucking neck. And then like been like, all right, bro, and then they gave me a shake in my hand or whatever. Or been like, dude, seriously though, you talk shit, I'm gonna bust you up at a show or something. He could have said whatever he wanted to me, but he could have done something like that. And then people in my audience would have said, damn, Ryback's a good guy. Ryback's
pretty cool.
What a cool dude he is. But instead, I go up to apologize, and he cuts this fucking insane promo. Dude, he actually, it's funny because JD was making fun of him and everything. But to be honest, him and JD are very alike like that, how they both get butthurt about shit. So it's weird. It's the same mentality of just, like, I'm greater than everything, and, like, don't you dare say anything about me. It's weird. It's a narcissist.
The king has spoken.
It's fucking weird. It's very strange. And by the way, he said I had a straw hat on and I was drinking a beer with a tank top on. Nope. Regular t-shirt, same shit, backwards hat. One beer is all I had. He said I was drunk. I wasn't drunk. It was one beer.
I would say that legit that's how much he hates me.
Yeah, that's about it. That's how much Ryback hates me. And that's going to do it for our show tonight. Anything come in on the news wire, Jake, that interests your big one?
Oh, I forgot to bring up before. Several people sent us this, but WWE sent out an email about the network talking about how they added 25 new hours of Superstars, WWE's flagship program.
Wait a second, Jake, before you get into this, are people in the chat really asking that? People are saying, like, what, Joe and JD were friends? People don't know that we were... Me and JD did a show for 2 years. Where the fuck... Are these new people?
I don't know.
Are these all new people?
Chat for me is about frozen an hour behind. So
me and JD started out of nowhere on Wednesdays. We did shows together for 2 years. But anyway, whatever. I guess.
Yeah, you had stayed at the WWE and you wanted to do a show with somebody, and
I did look like draws. I look like a mess. Anyway, sorry. Go back to your news. I just couldn't believe I read some of that in the chat. I was like, what?
No, they sent out an email for the network, and basically they added Superstars to the network. You know, before Raw, there was superstars, and they say witness WWE legends: The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, and more. So people are feeling that this was a, you know, little fact check thing saying that the Hall of Famer is going to be The Undertaker this year. For the, you know, he'll be the top for the Hall of Fame.
Wow.
I think they're just calling him a legend.
Yeah.
You know, that's all. You know, they didn't say, you know,
Yeah.
Hall of Famers, but.
A lot of people were like, "Oh, they spoiled the Undertaker's Hall of Fame or whatever," and it's like I thought. Actually, to be honest, I had not heard it in that context yet. I thought it was just a typo, like an accident. Someone gave him that accolade without realizing he's not yet.
Yeah, because the original email said Hall of Famers: The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, but then they sent it back out saying WWE legends. So, like you said, I think it was just a flub. It was just a mistake.
Right.
I don't think that they were, you know, saying that he's a Hall of Famer, because the original email had said, you know, witness WWE Hall of Famers: The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, and more. But I honestly think, like the article says, it's, you know, the right hand not knowing what the left is doing kind of idea, that they just simply messed up, because they sent it back out minutes after, and it said WWE legends. You know,
so it was a typo. They fucked up.
That's all I take it as. Originally, when I first saw it, I'm like, oh shit, maybe they did spoil something. But they sent out the updated email, like I said, minutes after, and it says witness WWE legends. So it was just them messing up.
That makes the most sense. Let's really blow the newbies' minds. What's up, wrestling fans? It's Joe Cronin here with you, and whoa. Whoa, you're supposed to be a bad guy, man. What are you doing here?
What's all the spiel about good guy, bad guy? I'm not a good guy.
No?
Not a bad guy.
No.
I am the only guy.
The only guy?
The only guy.
The only guy that matters.
On YouTube.com.
And you know what? If you're not down with that, then me and Sean got 2 words for you. Stroke it. Look at that
Sean,
dick
you got anything to say
Sean's
to the
has.
people? I got a little something to say, a little thing to get off my chest.
Everybody,
you don't harass
Now let's just make fun of Sean because he's wearing this Old Navy shirt.
the brash Sean's Entertainment because you say the brash is trash. Well, you know what? You can kiss my ass.
I wanted him to say dick. What's up, wrestling fans? So that was I was out doing my wrestling commentary in Fall River, Massachusetts, and Sean's View lives right up the road from where I was calling. And he was like, "Oh, you calling?" I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "Come on down, man. You know, whatever." Me and Sean.
Did you call living in a van, being right up the?
Yeah, he probably living in a car somewhere.
Yeah.
But, you know, me and Sean
Semantics.
talk shit for years about each other. But you know, I was like, "Hey, dude, man, you come on up and hang out, whatever." So I hung out with him for a little while, and it was fun. You know, it was good. He's a good dude in real life. Like in real life, he's a pretty cool dude. You know, unless you
don't talk to him on Facebook.
Just don't leave your wallet out. Okay, just don't leave your wallet out. Where was the Joe Cronin kills himself from the Internet Darlings? Remember the Bret Hart thing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here it is. So we're of course we're at WrestleCon for Internet Darlings. We're near WrestleCon the day before of whatever it was I'm trying to say, and of course for the noob this will really blow the noob's mind because this is everybody now. We got Matthew from Botchamania, we got fucking Adam Blampier, Grimm's Toy Show, Brian. Then there's JD with he's trying to suck his own dick on the end here. And then I'm on the very end over here. And then we had these like Star Trek lights that could beam you up there.
And you got the guys from Going in Raw that are
and Going in Raw, Steven Larson said something that just absolutely set me off. And I lost my mind, dude. I almost jumped into the middle of the crowd on top of D'Lo Brown during this. Can you believe this was 2 years ago now? Wow.
I know.
This is
does not feel that long.
Feels like I was just down in Florida at WrestleMania.
No, I'll say it. I'm gonna say it. 1, 2, 3. I don't really care for Bret Hart that much.
I'm not even a giant Bret Hart fan. I'm a Shawn Michaels guy, but I still like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but they're saying least favorite wrestler. So he's like, I don't care about Bret that much. And you're like, all right, I could see that. You know, maybe you just don't like him, but it's the comment after this.
JD has cum in his eye right there. JD went to say something. He almost said something. He looked at me because he knew. Like, watch him look at me. He goes, I'm going to say something, but you know what, Joe? You got this, Joe? By the way, JD was hammered. I mean, I had some to drink, but he was loaded.
Bret Hart is the most overrated champion of all. He did one thing really good that a lot of other people did better.
It's so fucked up that Grimm's Toy Show stood up. Like he stood up on the left side. He just freaked out.
And he was a black hole of charisma. He was the top wrestler in a downtime. And yeah.
Matthew Botchamania. Matthew's fucking.
He's like, you know, just being sucked inward.
He's got the same look. Yeah, his like body is like inverting into itself.
Yeah.
Oh, you know the noobs are really freaking out if they haven't seen what Matthew looks like. By the way.
That's right. That's our thing. I think Lex Luger should have won the belt over him at
That's it, I'm killing myself.
I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sorry, Joe. This kid can work. What am I doing?
Dude, I
the
fucking
target had killed you.
You didn't see it on camera there, but I fucking sold out big time, dude. I fucking smashed the floor, flipped up, and then as I jumped up and then hit the wall and then fell over and rolled into the back through the curtain. And that's
you
why
waffled yourself.
That's why Adam Blampier was like, "This kid can work."
This kid can work. What have I done?
I wish he made a comeback after all the shit.
I wanted Adam to. Adam, if you're listening, brother, I loved you, man. We had a great weekend. We seriously partied. It was so fun. You almost fucking blew a guy. But, like, dude, you need to come out of the woodwork and just say, fuck SJWs. Fucking who cares if I tried to make some girl send me her titties online. And just come back to being you, man. Be a man. Be the guy you are. Like, be a fucking beast. Be Adam Blampier. Stop being Adam SJW scared as shit virtue signaler. Okay, bro?
We just want to hear, and I can
Matthew.
do it better.
Yeah, I want to hear you talk about Matthew. Anyway, that was fun.
I can do it better.
It was fun. It was a great time.
Bealey said, "Why is JD wearing flip-flops?"
Because he's a douchebag.
He said he looks like a faggot. And I said, well.
Actually, was I wearing flip-flops too? I might have been wearing them too. You know who should have been wearing them is Steven Larson, because in California they wear flip-flops and bang each other. I mean, that's just what I heard. Anyway.
That's for breakfast.
Let's get the fuck out of here. It's fucking dead! Appreciate it. Love you guys. Thanks for listening, and good night. Keemstar doesn't like me, and neither does Jim Cornette or Ryback or JD or anybody else at all. They all fucking hate me. Why do they hate me, Jake? I don't know.
About Joe Cronin, like I could care less.
Good night. Hit me up on Patreon.
Not really a fan of Joe Cronin, but definitely not a fan.
He thinks he's Howard Stern, and he's got a cool way of talking in the microphone, and he's a very shock jock or whatever. But I have to explain, he looks like one of those guys from Long Island that wants to be a white rapper.
That guy is retarded, and yeah, I could care less about him, dude.
This is the Epic Voice Guy. You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show.
Hey, that's the Screen Junkies guy. I like him. Duke Nukem. Duke Nukem. Visit Patreon.com. If you visit Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show or download the Patreon app on your phone, search Joe Cronin Show on there, use the link below. Become a patron, you get 30 hours of bonus content a month on Patreon at the $5 and up level. Tons of different stuff on the tiers and the Corrupted podcast and more. Plus, you support the show. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Download all the audio from the app or your computer. Good night. Come at me, dog. I'll fuck you up. Yo, JD, you gon' bust a nut, cause you see my mom and you wanna come. Yo, suck my ass, so suck my bum. JD, you suck my dick, you fucking prick, you swallow shit. Fuck you, you stupid bitch. I hope you never have any kids. Hope you die in an apartment fire. Yeah, you are a liar. Say I don't pay my bills no more. What the fuck you saying, you stupid whore? Yo, I just bought a house. Suck my ass. JD, I hope you fucking fall down the stairs and break your arm and leg. Yeah, I hope you get some lesbian impregnated. And then he masturbated on Tommy and C's face. His ego's up, his he deflated. Yeah, masturbated. Says he don't fucking jerk it, but I know it does, so suck a cock. Yo, eat my shit and fuck my cousin. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I can't rap. How about that? But I did it anyway. Shut the fuck up. Everybody in the chat is fucking gay. Me up on Twitter, and I'll make you sexy. I'll send you pics of my dick. I'll end up like Enzo Amore. Sorry. Good night.